For the last time this season, the Disventure Dispatch is back. Welcome everybody to the finale episode of Disventure Camp All-Stars Disventure Dispatch. I am your lovely intro boy, Marks, voice actor of Yule, and I am joined today by my esteemed panel of hosts and former guests. And we will all take turns asking each other questions as we introduce each other. So, I'm going to start by introducing the lovely, iconic Tam.
Hi, Marks.
Hi, Tam. I'm getting a little emotional because this might be our last time to ever witness and discuss truly about Yule's spicy abs. This might be our last time. We're gonna miss them. Fly high, Yule's spicy abs.
Fly high. Oh my god.
So, I guess my question for you is, well, it's a two-part question. Given your track record, are you going to be watching Disventure Camp Season 4? And additionally, are you going to choose to root for the most problematic character in that season as well?
You clocked that. Oh my god. Oh gosh, I will be looking for my Yule replacement. Don't worry, I will be. Nothing will ever amount to him, but like, you know. Will I be watching DC4? We'll have to be determined. No,
silence.
Oh my god. It's been what, like 2 years of DC? Oh my gosh. You know what? Proofreading for the season, like right now, I think I will. I'll make an effort. there are some spicy characters, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good, because there's a spicy void to fill in our hearts.
Yes, for sure. Oh my god. Thank you for the question, Marks.
No problem. I'm gonna pass it over to you.
Question marks.
Awesome. Yeah, okay, so now we have Jpeg, J-pregnant, J...
God, no, don't bring that
whatever
back.
your other 90 nicknames are there. Hello, my dear friend and, former coworker. You'll be, doing some more amazing projects, but, oh gosh. What question do I have that's not bullying? I do want to bully you, so...
You had all this time to come up with a question.
I know! No, I have one. Okay, this one is gonna be kind of simple. I don't know. What would be the ideal Final 2 that you would have loved to see for this season?
Honestly, I'm gonna have my people flood my channel with hate comments, but I really like the one we went with. I'll have some stories to tell, but I remember back in like March, I was like, please don't do this. And then I read the script and I was like, never mind, I was wrong. Thank God you didn't listen to me. It was really good, what we went with. I'm really happy with it. So no, I wouldn't change it at all. If I had to...
But you don't have any like
gun to my head, if you had to, then like... God, I don't even know.
Don't pick Ellie versus Allie.
I'm not gonna...
Don't pick... I know how much you want to see them fight in the Coliseum.
You know what? If I had to, Connor versus Rhea, that'd be fun. You know, just to piss off Imer.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
What if Imer wants that? Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know Imer. But yeah, no. If I had
pass
to,
it on
Connor
to you?
versus Rhea. There we go. That's my answer.
Nice.
I won't change
I can see that.
My turn. I will now ask the one, the only Imer, who started off the podcast as like the lowest ranking member in terms of power. Now he's the highest ranking in terms of power. As you may know, he proofreads for Disventure Camp Season 4. I am no longer one, and Tam, let's be honest, does not help nearly as much. So Imer, by nature of that. How does it feel to have basically been promoted after the course of 3 years of watching the show? Now you're part of the staff. How does it feel? And what are your plans for helping out?
Okay, so when it happened, I was like frozen. Like, 20 thoughts go in your head because when you just watch a show regularly, you don't really think much of it. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'll go on my day. then like to see it's like you've made a good enough impact to be part of the team. I was full of emotions. I was very grateful to be surrounded with the team now. A team that's been passed to bring up like such a good way expand DC. Like every season's gone better and better. I'm glad now to enter season 4. Obviously, it's a lot of adjustments for sure, but I've been doing my fair share of work to like try and adjust the script, certain changes that can help elevate certain plots, but also still respect in the material given. So yeah, a lot of thoughts to give out, and I'm just excited for everyone. And I think November, yeah, Jared announced that. That'll be fun to see. Now, I guess I have to ask my question. This person voices a character who people would say is forgettable. But to me, he's not really that forgettable. Welcome in, Genesis. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm not tired this time. I am perfectly energetic and I am perfectly on time. So hello. Hi, everyone.
Awesome. Genesis, I am very intrigued. As you are known to be a writer, which might not be as big as your voice acting, with that knowledge, which plot do you shine the best in terms of writing? Because I know you have a lot of preferences. Curious, like,
Okay.
I'm curious, like, what's like your type of plot?
Okay. See, I like to jump all over the place because I think one of the things that I dislike most in myself when it comes to writing is just like getting too caught up in one similar type of story, if that makes sense. I kind of like to diversify a bit, but just put my own Genesis spin on things. I think what I've mostly ended up, or where I think I quote unquote shine the best, or in terms of one of my better stories, tends to be in the murder mystery genre, or murder game genre, I guess, because one of my favorite stories deals around a Saw parody, so you know, things like that. Yeah. But I would say like murder mystery or murder game.
A really good answer. Thank you very much.
I mean, you know, I may have had a little bit of influence here and there on some of the stories I really enjoy. Anyway, I have a wonderful, wonderful question, as well as an introduction for the one, the only, the big writer of Disventure Camp. Wrote like a good chunk of the season, actually. Michael Kimbrough, back at it again for their second episode on Disventure Dispatch, and also their final one. But I mean, that's everyone's final one. Welcome back, Michael Kimbrough.
Nice to see y'all. This time I'm sober. Unfortunately.
He says
there's still
unfortunately.
time.
Okay.
There's still time.
That's true. There is still time. We got a good hour left. Next thing you know, he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is the final episode, but I still can't deal with these guys." Brings out the bottles.
I worked right on it's right outside the screen, so
just in case, you know, just in case bottles. But anyway, okay. Michael, I got a lovely question for you. I wrote it in the Discord chat. Well, I didn't hit enter, but I wrote it. Basically it says basically, like, we already know you're working on DC4. And, you know, that's going to be absolutely fire when it comes out, but do you have any plans to take your writing skills and talents outside of DC or Odd Nation cartoons in the future? Like, what are your goals in terms of your writing talents?
So I think that there is definitely room for me to grow outside of DC because, yes, I love working for DC. And it's ultimately something that I have a lot of great experiences with. The proofreaders like Jpeg, Tam, I'm blanking, V and Jace have really honed in on like things that I can improve on. Like, I've never claimed I'm a good writer. In fact, I think my weakest trait, I love parading this around, is that I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to making decisions. I remember when I first started out in episode 13, not 14. I don't know where that rumor started. But in episode 13, the superhero episode, I had a bunch of ideas, and I kind of just like, when I worked with directors in the past, a lot of directors are very controlling with what goes on in the script. A lot of people like to blame the writer when there's certain things in the story of a film looks wrong, but it's such a bad misconception. They got to understand that 9 out of 10 times the story is completely helmed by the director, and whatever first draft the screenwriter sent to them has been changed dramatically. So it's something people should note. And yeah, it is like extremely common. And so what I'm trying to say is, when I try to pitch ideas to Jared outside of the outline, I'm always like, hey, Jared, this is kind of an idea I have, but you don't have to go with it if you don't want to. And then Jared just half mentions like, oh, I like it. And then I just like, okay, cool. But that doesn't mean he wants it. So I just go without the idea. And then Jared's like, Michael, you pitched me an idea. I liked it. Put it in. I was like, oh, okay. So I go back and I edit in.
Right.
It's something that I'm working on, but basically I'm just afraid of like being judged for bad writing. So I'm just like, I'll let Jared helm the big decisions so people can't criticize me because I didn't make that decision. It's a self-preservation, cowardly move.
Got it.
But yeah, it definitely didn't work.
I know.
I still got my fair share of hate comments anyway. So
it's always gonna happen. I think you did great. I think you did fantastic. I almost partly think that the whole rumor of you starting on episode 14 was for the sake of the flack, but that is
right. It's actually helped me grow a lot because I grew into it where I was like, there's the inevitability of people coming at you for things that you didn't even do, like half or even like most of the hate comments are from decisions I didn't make, and I eventually got exhausted trying to clarify what I do, like
exactly.
And they all had Ellie profile pics for some reason. I don't understand that.
Of course.
Oh my god. That's so
it's weird. Ellie's like one of my favorite characters. In fact, if I had a personality on the show, Ellie's the most closest to who I am in real life.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, like, maybe... I guess they...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I was just gonna make a stupid joke. I was gonna be like, like, at least Ellie succeeded in sort of like uniting all the Denny's workers together. So, gotta appreciate it.
Right.
The Denny's workers. All the rogue people.
Okay. Wait, did you just say broke? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oops, sorry. Come hate on me. Don't hate on Michael. Come hate on me now.
Oh. you gotta appreciate that. Tam's gonna take it like a champ. I respect it. Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
All right, well, it's my turn to introduce someone, and all right, so this is someone who has been probably one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. She has made a plethora of videos ranging from her YouTube reactions to some sort of shitty series called Disventure Camp. Never heard of it. And then she has an awesome voice as well. I can't wait for her to get into like voiceover and singing professionally, but she does a lot of covers that people need to watch more of. And then and she's making awesome fanfic for one of her fan favorite characters on the show, Disventure Camp, Alec. And it's gonna be amazing. I'm really excited to read it when it comes out. Welcome, NewsieNikei, aka Miranda.
Hi. Michael, I'm gonna cry. That was so
I had a feeling the moment he said one of the best YouTubers, he's not wrong. Like, he's not wrong.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back on the Dispatch for a second time. This is, I love you guys.
The second and final time, because
the second and final one, yes.
Final.
Oh yeah. Don't push it, Jenny. Don't push it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Whew.
Oh my
but yeah, what's the question? Or
what's your question?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was cut. Okay, so Miranda, if you and Alec were forced to sing karaoke together to win the heart of his wife and son back, what song would you choose and why?
I was not prepared for this question. I was thinking it was gonna be more of like a career question. I was not expecting this. Oh god, I need to go through the archive for a second. Oh my god. To win back his son and wife? Oh. That is such a good question. Oh my god.
You just gotta find
options.
what song in your archive just screams. Shit, my pop filter fell down. You just gotta
okay.
find out what song in the archive just screams, "Babe, I want you back."
It's okay. The first thing that came to my head was the song "Say You Won't Let Go" by James Arthur. That has been one of my favorite songs for such a long time, and it is so just romantic and sweet, and just if anyone sang that song to me, I would immediately just be like, "Take me now." So I think that's a pretty foolproof song to sing in order to win someone's heart. So I think I think Miranda can do this later. Oh my god, stop. That's crazy. Oh my god. I'm flustered right now.
This is the universe where Alec likes his son still. That's what we're going with.
Yeah, this is that universe.
Yeah.
Where he didn't just replace his son with Fiore. Yeah. Oh my
Holy
goodness.
crap! That lie detector was foul. What?
What do you mean?
Episode 15.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah, that
fill
was
up your
foul.
song. It's like,
You're
yes.
so right. Oh,
like,
my god.
Oh,
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was evil.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Holy crap!
All right. So I'm gonna bring it all back to our honorary host boy, Marks. I have a question for you. What is the future of your voice acting career, if there is one, and if not, what are you gonna do next? What is next on the Marks journey?
Sorry, what was the first part of the question? Where was the start of my voice acting career?
What is the future of your voice acting career, if there is one?
Okay, yeah. I mean, so I have never claimed to be a voice actor per se, but because I joined Disventure Camp as a fan, as somebody who just loves the idea of animated reality shows. But I'm proud to say that I did invest in buying myself a microphone and soundproofing tiles so that I'm no longer just recording on my iPhone under a blanket.
Yes.
And hopefully that does mean that there is a future somewhere. I know that there are some projects that I've been announced to voice act in, like Calamity Island and Camp Drama, but there's so much still to come out, and I'm going to personally take every single opportunity I could possibly take in the animated script or the animated reality TV realm. I would like to voice act for stuff that makes and fills my heart with happiness, and everybody making these fan projects and trying to make your series of a competition show from your point of view come to life. I'm your biggest fan and supporter, always.
Aww.
I love it.
Oh my
Aww, it's so good. I love it. I love it. So wholesome.
For the very final episode review of the season, since it's the last one, let's all 7 of us do it. Let's give our thoughts on the episode, rank it, whatnot. So who wants to start?
Should I? I'll just get mine out of the way.
Right.
I'm gonna say that this episode, while there are episodes that I don't like, I think this is one of the episodes that's kind of hard for me to hate on. I think that this episode is everything that a Disventure Camp fan would want. But again, I don't know what the hell people want anymore. But for me, this filled my heart with a lot of joy. It filled all of my holes of happiness, and I'm gonna give it a 10.
Oh, ooh, good one.
Ooh, strong start.
I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I won't be last.
Hot take, like 3 out of 10. I hate this episode.
No. I mean,
I mean,
y'all heard me rave, some of y'all heard me rave about this episode when we were watching it all together. So
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off Michael here. I think this is like, you know, I don't want to call it like the perfect DC episode, but like I feel like out of like the 3 seasons, this is pretty much up there. I think that it pays off a lot of things that people want. A lot of stories get concluded, which is pretty great. I know a lot of people have problems with it taking so long, and I don't think it's the 21 episodes. I think it's the 9 months that's more of a factor. But I mean, yeah, it's a lot of things everyone could wanted, and here it is. It's finally here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Every future viewer on September 2024 going forward, you can watch it in a few hours rather than 9 months. That's gonna help a lot. So.
Oh yeah.
I'll piggyback off of that. This episode definitely was my 10. I know that there's a lot of people that have a lot of different perspectives. My perspective when I watched that and I watched the ending, like I was almost in tears. Like I was really like, I felt a pit of despair, which is I feel like the feeling meant to be invoked. And so for me, just the way it was all written and all came together, especially in the end, to me is everything I would have wanted from a different perspective and a unique take on the genre.
okay, I'm gonna give this episode a 9. Because how do I explain this? This episode does. What? Hang on! 1 point off! 1! Just 1!
How dare you dislike this show? You must like it no matter what!
You must like it in the podcast, otherwise we'll kick you out early.
Oh my god, okay.
This is how the haters think we act. You must like our show, or else...
Oh my god. But yeah, no, like, in terms of, like, again, I'm always gonna be someone who really cares about what a story can bring to the table that makes it sort of interesting, gives it its own identity. And I think this episode, in essence, solidified everything that Disventure Camp All-Stars was meant to be. And it really did a great job of, like, centering around the theme of, like, you know, like, winning isn't everything. And, like, you get what I mean? Like, it definitely centered around, like, the theme of winning isn't everything. Because, like, even the person who won ended up losing in the end. Nobody was on their side, but they still... I'm trying to keep it... I'm trying to keep it spoiler free, but, like, you know, nobody was on their side, but they still won, but they still lost in the end, right? I think that's a very beautiful
no one was on Jake's
ending,
side.
and right. Okay, fair point. Wait, I mean, no, but well, okay, all right. Listen,
Kitty just getting bullied in the chat.
Fine, all right. Rhea won. Nobody was on Rhea's side. God damn. All right. But yeah, no.
We haven't been doing spoiler free since like episode 4, I think. I think that was the last.
Really? I mean, like, you know, like eventually I thought the whole idea was we don't talk about the boot until a little later. I don't know.
That was like the first 4 episodes that we stopped doing that.
That wasn't just the first 4 episodes. I know there was more than that. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. Right. Here's the thing, like, everybody, like, so many people have been talking about, not only in the in the Disventure Camp scene, but also in the Total Drama scene, the idea of having a villain winner. And I think, like, maybe Bowie was where Total Drama got it closest. Wait, actually, did they even do a Bowie ending? I don't even know. But
nope, there's just one.
I think Rhea, in my opinion, huh?
No, there's only one ending in the Total Drama reboot. There's no alternate ending.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Well, okay, I guess they didn't end up doing a Bowie ending, but here we go. This is like the perfect example of a villain winner done really well, in my opinion, because, like, you know, it's... Yeah, this is the perfect example of oh my god, I'm losing my train of thought. To me, this is the perfect example of a villain winner done very well. I think for all the people that were clamoring for, hey, I want a villain winner, this was quite honestly the best way to do it, and honestly a way better ending than the original boot. And I say that as someone who is a fan of the original winner. But yeah, no. In terms of the reason why I didn't give it a full 10, in my personal opinion, I feel like it didn't. I feel like it could have gone more all the way with its theme, if that makes sense. I feel like that whole ending was done more so... Like, the characters and writing were more built around the theme rather than the characters, like, naturally building onto the theme, if that makes sense. Because, like, the moment Rhea became the winner, it just sort of ended pretty awkwardly, which I get that was kind of the point, but, like, I don't know. I feel like there could have been a much better way to reinforce, like, how much Rhea lost in the end. Cause, like, I don't know, the only thing that really did it was Rhea sitting alone at the back of the bus, and then the whole conversation of Connor saying he's done with Rhea, which he's done, like, 3 times before. So, it wasn't really, like, it wasn't really doing much for me in terms of that. I just feel like there could have been a better karma, in my opinion. But this was still a good enough karma for me to be, like, really happy with the episode overall. Yeah.
Right, Genesis. Actually, the thing about the awkward ending, that's actually the main thing that stopped Jared from listening to us when the original plan was Jake as the winner, and he just didn't like the idea of Rhea, that awkward scene when Crystal has to announce she's the winner. No one cheers.
Right.
He felt like it was a big problem, so he agrees.
Right.
Yeah, we pushed for, like, the epilogue. I remember Jace was like, no, okay, if we're going to do this, we need an epilogue. We can't just leave it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a
montage.
Right. I don't think it's, like, I don't think it's a big problem, or at least I don't think it's a big enough problem to be, like, not worth, like, all of the good that came from it, because, again, this was, like, a fantastic way to, like, really subvert people's expectations. It was honestly what I was hoping in a narrative sense. But, like, I don't know. I feel like there could have been a way to do it without it feeling sort of like an awkward ending, if that makes sense. In my opinion. I think there are ways to do it. Maybe, like, having, like, more people, like, really cheer on Jake and be happy that he really, like, put in his best would have really reinforced it, you know? And Crystal sort of playing into it as well. Because, you know, Crystal isn't fully sadistic anymore. So, you know, I'm pretty... And she really wasn't happy with Rhea being the winner, I don't think. But yeah, I just think, like, little things like that could have, like, definitely helped it a lot more. But, like, this was still well worth, like, what they were trying to do, if that makes sense. Or what y'all were trying to do.
I agree, like 100%. You are spitting facts right now, Jenny. Like, actually, I'm like, damn, okay, all right.
Okay.
Like, I completely agree 100% with basically everything you said, and I think the biggest theme with this episode was closure. I feel like we got closure for basically everyone we needed to. I don't know if that's, like, a hot take or not, but, like, for me, I just felt like every character that needed closure got it. Like, Alec and Fiore, Gabby and Ellie, Tom and Jake, Rhea and Connor. Like, I feel like all of, like, the big pairs of the season got the ending that they needed to just kind of wrap everything up into a nice bow. Personally, I give the episode, like, a 9.5. Because I don't want to give it, like, I don't want to give it a full-on 10, because I think there's always room for improvement and nothing truly deserves a 10. But yeah, I completely agree with basically everything you said, Jenny. Like you
Right.
nailed it right on the head for
Thank you. Actually, wait. While I'm at it, I need to put one more complaint. It should have been Alec at the altar with Connor. It really should have.
It should have been. You're so right. You're so right. Who was that was on the altar with her?
I have
What
mixed
is
That's where
feelings
y'all
about
really
that.
dropped the ball.
I have mixed feelings about that because while it's representation and that's always cool, it's like you just make him
Right.
gay out of nowhere. I feel like it's queer baiting. You know what I mean? I feel like that opens
Like,
a different
okay,
can of
like,
worms.
But it's
Like,
Alec and Connor.
like I get how
They had
weird
so
that
much
would have been.
chemistry
But,
the whole
like,
season.
I know, in
Like,
the
from
first
a-
draft, Connor was bi, so...
from a narrative
There you
standpoint, I fully like I get it. Like from a narrative perspective, I fully get why like they didn't like squeeze that in or anything like that. I just think
Come on, it
for
was
the
right
sake
there.
of the people, do it for the vine,
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Fine.
do it for or I guess Vine's gone. Do it for the TikTok.
The bi.
Oh
Most
my
of the
God.
people watching are like, "What's Vine? What's that?"
What's Vine?
Yeah,
I'm going to be.
that's...
If someone in the comments or in the
crazy.
premiere chat types "What's Vine," I'm actually going to like age 50 years.
I know. I'm gonna feel so old.
Are you gonna do it on
Well,
purpose to
wrinkles.
mess with you?
Yeah, that's true. Wait, yeah, you're right. Oh god dang it, you're right.
Hopefully.
Put
You're
a
so
target on your
right.
back.
God dang it. One comment equals 50 plus 50 years. Please keep me alive. Anyway, but yeah. Other than that, yeah. Did everyone else say their review?
No, Tam and Emer.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
Wanna go or should I go?
you can go.
Okay. Okay, this is a really rough number to decide. I'll be nicer than Genesis. I'll give it like a 9.4. I feel like this episode really has opened my perspective a lot. Because when you look at plots like Alec and Fiore, first like a DC one, I was like, I like their friendship, it's nothing like crazy for it. Now I'm like, I love it so much just because of that one scene. Because when you look back at the season, you really use advantage of that. Ellie, like I thought Ellie was okay. Like the way Ellie's development skyrocketed into the motel in this episode is really well shown. I was like rooting for Ellie. I was like, wow, that's actually really good. Tom surprised me a lot. Tom's plot was like okay to me. Then like this episode, I was like, maybe I should rewatch Tom's plot because it opens a lot of perspectives on how it's been. And then like, of course, I have to end it off. Rhea, I just feel like her plot, voice acting, writing, animation just captured everything I wanted out of her character.
Your fave one.
I was, yeah,
She got the bag!
Your girl
But at
won,
what cost?
no, I was like,
What
oh god, I was like, Rhea can't win. It's so funny because when you watch back the perspective of Rhea in the beginning, like, okay, she's going home early. Like we see how like she creeps up closer and closer. I just feel like that was such a good idea. At the end, when she's just like crying by herself, I think that's like one of DC's strongest scenes. You have a lot of people's perspective, and I hope that when people re-binge it, knowing how Rhea reacted at the end, I hope it opens a lot of her plotline better. I think it will. So yeah, I think this is definitely strong for a lot of characters. A lot of them get recontextualized a lot. And overall, I think it was a nice finale. Like, probably the best challenge ever done, easily.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sense. Yeah. Again, my
Yeah.
only real complaint with Rhea is like, I feel like I feel like she was kind of the same as she was in the DC2 finale in terms of like level of a threat. And
Right.
then the other one being, I don't know. I feel like there wasn't quite enough. Emer already talking shit. God dang it. Like I just feel like there wasn't quite enough Rhea karma, but like there was enough for me to be satisfied with it, Because like I get it, she's alone, no one's on her side anymore, and she kind of lost like the one person that like she really cared about. But she has $3 million. She has $3 million. She could buy a new
Right.
She's a Hollywood celebrity, like 3 million. That's like a drop in the bucket for her, Like if you
You
gave
think
Jeff
so?
Bezos $3 million, it'd be like, oh wow, I got fucking nothing.
She is a Bollywood actress. That's true. That is. She is a Bollywood. Okay, that's a fair point. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Fair enough.
we know she has like movies and Netflix. I don't know why people miss that. It's like $3 million. That's such a small drop.
Well, I don't know. Like,
It'll open.
it depends on the
doors.
level of the success. Like,
still
it depends on the level of
$3 million.
success. You know.
You're right. Meanwhile,
It depends on the
Ellie
level of
has
success.
turned to Denny's.
No, we can't
Like-
fathom $3 million because none of us are rich. Like she's rich. It's like,
Yeah.
How do you know?
No comment.
Oh,
my
I'm gonna
God.
rob Jpeg. Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna piggyback. Oh, it's my last time saying that. Oh my
Yeah.
so sad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cop out giving it a rating because I feel like it's not fair to right now. I think like once everything settles, that like I won't have this cast around to enjoy. I'll probably watch it again in like a couple months and like sob like slightly salty tears on my
Same.
about memories and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I love it because like the success of the trilogy that I love so much, like it was just the peak of production and the beautiful people involved to make it so good. I loved how it all came together. I hated it because I want more of them. It made me want more of these characters. I just like, there's so much that I'm like, I need answers to. But I enjoyed seeing them all happy and like everything wrapped up. It also gave me my villain ending without redemption, so slay. I've been asking that for a while.
Yes, we love that.
For real. Ria got the bag. I don't blame her. I love seeing Jake getting sliced in the throat. Punishment for episode 2.
We love violence around here.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm one of those Jake haters. But yeah, I think the themes, I think they came well together. I think that Ria's win definitely pushed it a lot further than a Jake end would have ever done. And there was a lot of good focus on Huntali and Tom Jake. I know they've been needing it for a while, so freaking finally. But yeah, I think that Ria does still have like some sort of like untapped potential. Like I love seeing everyone happy, but like what happened with that call with Isha, or what's her name, Isha? I'm like wondering. God, I don't know. I really enjoyed like the epilogue and like yeah. I don't know. It's something that like people weren't expecting from Odd Nation. So I really enjoyed like how they really just pulled the trigger on it and gave us this ending.
Above all, this is most definitely the most unique finale I've ever seen out of any like Total Drama project or Total Drama inspired project.
Yeah. I think it's the most unique season period of any show, and I don't want.
Yeah, I would actually. I don't
want to suck ONC's dick too much, but like a lot of these projects are kind of samey. I've been reading them for like 12 years. You get the
fair enough.
After a while, you're like, okay, this character's gonna kiss this character, then they're gonna break up, then they're gonna meet at the beach. They'll have a scene. Someone's gonna get Lashawna. It's like, I'm tired of it. And
right,
I know
Lashawna is crazy.
My last few words for this is that I feel like when people say they want a villain winner, they think it's just gonna be a normal season, and then the ending is, oh, the villain wins. But no, it's like the whole season needs to be set up towards the villain win. You can't just have them win out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that explains why some things are like weird in the eyes of fandoms when you don't know who wins yet. When you think it's gonna be like, oh, Drake wins, the most cliche thing ever, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But now things make sense. Now when you rewatch them, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
That's why they had
Again,
to
like
that's why Gret had to go.
Right.
Like again, Jake would have been the most cookie cutter winner they could have picked, and I think the fact that they clashed that with like the most like clear villain and then have that villain win is just that part's impeccable.
Yeah.
That part's impeccable.
The criticism.
Yeah, I was like, wait, when I saw you guys' last few episodes with episode 17 and 18 Dispatch, and I could tell Genesis knew where it was headed and liked it, and I was like, damn, Genesis is kind of based. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
The only person who could outwardly say I don't want Gret winning and like get away with it. I was like, I'm proud. I'm proud of you.
Let's go. I was really worried at that point. Like, I was so worried, but I'm happy. I'm happy that like, you know, y'all like knew from the beginning what you were gonna do with it, and yeah, I mean, you got me. You definitely got me. I was fully expecting Gret to win.
Right. If she wasn't going to win, then we would have written it differently. But because she wasn't, I made sure to give her a lot of positive content, which made, and like almost no drawbacks. That's why fans universally love her. Like, we made that on purpose, and then she loses.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Small hot
Oh
take.
my god!
Small hot take.
What the heck?
Tam's wearing clothes. Small hot take.
Bruh.
Gret winning would be even more cookie cutter than
crazy.
Jake winning.
Yo, Cam Squad, we're back.
Yo!
Yeah.
Gret winning would have been like way more cookie cutter than Jake winning.
Yeah.
In terms of this season, yes. In terms of this season, I fully agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. She can win. We would have to shift some things, but yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Like, Yule would have probably gone a lot further. I don't think, like, and we would have probably developed it further.
Right.
And like,
Which I do see
Maybe
a route.
to Mayday and takes out Gabby.
it's
That's the only way.
kind
Right, something like that, where Gret and Yule are officially broken up, and we get like them struggling for power together. Kind of like what Connor and Rio were. We would have replaced it with Gret and Yule.
Yeah.
But yeah.
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 That makes sense.
But yeah, no, kind of like how Gabby being eliminated kind of aged better with episode 15, where it's like, okay, you need Gabby out
Right.
for Gret to have her independent stuff with the pull up. I think that this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of people aren't going to rewatch it, but like when you look back, you're like, okay, so Gret going isn't that bad anymore. Because like this was never.
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Okay, thank God. Bless you. Bless you.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I love rewatching stuff. I'll rewatch it. I don't see why not. This is, in my opinion, the best DC season. Well, I mean, okay. Like, a lot of people are gonna say it's not really a contest, but like coming from someone who has a huge DC 1 bias, yeah, this is the best season. DC 3, yeah.
Dang. Hey, NewsieNikei's on the stream too.
Yay! Hi, Miranda. Now you can actually see me wave, as opposed to, you know, me being on an audio call and waving for like literally no one.
Like you got a baby face. Where the fuck did your beard go, Jenny?
Oh,
Oh my god!
I shaved.
Get on the camera.
Put it back.
See your
I,
baby.
I prefer myself with the longer hair, but you know, it's whatever.
Anyway, it's time to go to the scene by scene. Wow, if we did the Q&A, we'd only be halfway done with the Q&A if we did it, but we didn't.
True.
So, yeah, scene by scene, everyone. Anyone can pitch in. It's a popcorn thing. You can say whatever you want. It's pinned.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, does anyone have to say about Crystal, Marcus, and Nina?
Not it.
That's great. Not it.
Nose goes.
I love how I did a nose go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I love how I did a freaking nose.
Mark's Imer. Anyone wanna?
I am down to do it, but if Marks wants it, I can give it to Marks.
No, well, okay, like I said, we'll let you do this scene as well, but to like
Okay, whatever.
compensate
Okay,
for
We'll
it.
just skip it. There's nothing to talk about. We'll skip it.
Yeah,
Could just skip it actually.
Irrelevant.
Close the
Irrelevant.
thing and
Okay,
roll
she
back.
referenced in season
Can
2.
you stop?
It's nice that I like that the host plot is not that relevant in 21. That's what I'll say. I'm happy that it got it out of the way in 20, not in 21.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
yeah, for sure.
I
I love that especially. Yeah.
Next up, Tom is practicing with a tree, and Ashley shows up. And I must say, I get Genesis now. I'm like, okay, you know what? Ashley kind of hot for that. It's like I kind of get it. I see what he sees.
Oh my. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, it was a good scene. I thought it was interesting.
Genesis, you want to talk more about it?
I'm trying to skirt around where the obvious jokes will lead. But okay, I will say this. I think it was very cute. Like I loved.
Someone read it over.
But yeah, no, like I thought it was very. I think okay. A part of me feels like they may have played the Tom Himbo thing up too much, but then the other part of me goes, "Who cares? It's fun." So like, whatever. I'm enjoying fun things right now, and I personally really like how they played up Tom's himbo-ness, and you know, I mean, like he had 2 years to become more himbo-y, so You know, we can just chalk that up to the 2 years working at the police office or the police station. Yes, because
Police station makes you a himbo.
Yeah, lowers your IQ.
All cops are himbos, apparently.
Well, I mean, like, okay, like, what
Police
are the most
Academy
like
training.
Never gets.
what
to
are the
use
most
it.
like himbo occupations you can think of? There is fitness instructor, there is model, and then there's cop. In my opinion.
What about voice?
So yeah, touche.
What?
What? I didn't even hear.
What? I didn't even hear that.
What about voice actor?
He said
I
also
didn't
voice
hear it
actor.
too.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, in terms, like, I appreciate sort of, like, and especially when you think of, like, how everything started from the beginning, right? You have, like, and from beginning, I'm talking about, like, season 1. You have Jake and Tom trying to, like, you know, like, butting up a romance, but they needed time to work on themselves, so they, you know, went apart at the end of season 1. They had the time to work on themselves, some more than others, looking at Tom. And then eventually they worked through that, and then finally they were able to come together after they worked on themselves. That's amazing. I love that. That's fantastic. And this was the perfect culmination of that. Yes.
Ashley was
Cool.
This was the first time we saw Ashley like really flirty, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So this is what Dennis just
yeah.
imagines in his head.
Oh my gosh. You're bringing up-
I am not saying
I
a
have
word.
that. I have his reaction on camera. I'm gonna put it in my video.
Oh yeah,
I-
we recorded
Yeah.
the video with Jenny, and when he heard Ashley, he got so excited. I was like, what the hell?
What
No
are you
way.
excited? I'm pretty sure I visibly said, "Oh no," when that came on.
I'll have to check back. I don't remember, but
You look down. Your
I'll
looked at
squeeze it in there
your
somewhere.
pants getting shorter. You're like, oh no.
No,
Jesus.
shorter?
What?
My pants
Oh my
shrunk.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment. If you don't get it, I'm not gonna comment.
I can't with your.
We have 6-year-olds watching Jpeg. Just like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Why are they watching a 2-hour podcast? What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, Allie
What are you
is
doing here?
in the woods, and then Tess is in the bushes, and I'm like, wow, this is interesting. Why is she in the bushes? And yeah, Hunter and Allie have a cute little chat, and he had a better drawing. I don't know how he did it in like a week, but yeah, his drawing got better, so good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Hunter
And
says,
I just want to say,
I'm impulsive and stupid. I was like, oh, I like that acknowledgement. It's cute. I like it.
Yeah.
it was good, you know. And then Hunter and Allie, you know, got back together. That's what everyone wanted in the fandom.
Oh.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
We totally
Everyone-
were looking forward to that.
Mhm.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Everyone that's not stuck
Wait,
in
was it-
2010 with like Twilight and Divergent, all these like Hunter.
Oh my-
Anyone that's not stuck in 2010.
Gosh. You just want, oh my god, you just want a girlfriend like Allie. That's all you want.
Well, I mean, I know who does, but you know.
Tam.
Oh.
Don't throw bricks when you're living in a glass house.
Okay, that's what you were doing earlier.
Ooh.
And I like this for a meta reason. There's a very meta reason I like this. In the DC2 finale, we always joke that Hunter is kind of like Scrat from Ice Age, where
Yeah.
he's just kind of there, taking up screen time. But here, you know, he had a small part, but a pretty
Probably makes a
important part.
difference.
I'm happy.
He had 2 scenes though. It's not like Scrat.
That's true.
Scrat sporadically shows up the episode.
Scrat.
And I will say this, like, I respect it in the sense that, like, a lot of people didn't want Hunter and Allie to get back together, I guess, because of certain, like, things, I guess. Like, a lot of people definitely preferred if, like, the trio split apart. However, I like the fact that it was its own thing, and it wasn't listening to the fan base.
Yeah.
There.
I like healthy third wheels. I think we need more healthy third wheels. Like Gret with Gabby and Ellie. That's good. I like it.
Now I'm wondering who's the Hunt Allie shipper. Is it Jared or Robert?
There's
Or is
someone
it
who made
Michael?
happen. I think that Allie is a perfectly acceptable girlfriend. If you have no other option, there.
That's wild!
That's insane.
Honestly,
This turn-
God.
it was so
I agree.
positive.
She's what we call.
If Proskate were here,
no, no.
It was so,
oh my
we were so
God.
positive on Allie last episode, but that's because Joy was the guest, huh?
She's what we call a bear girl.
We really curved our tongue then, you know.
You guys are so positive on Allie.
We're back to normal.
No, but I really came around to Allie, low key. Like she's actually, you know, Broske.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you credit right now. You hate mayonnaise, too spicy, but you know, you got some things up your sleeve, like your love for Allie. I kind of respect because you like her for the right reasons. You're not like a horn dog. Yeah. So
Mayonnaise is
that I know
too
of.
spicy.
Yeah, that's what Broske thinks, Marks.
Wait, was Mark not there for that?
No, but that's fucking wild.
No, he was there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were drunk. So.
Imer was the one that was there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was true.
So I have to give you a lot of credit, Michael, and I feel really bad because you put so many like callbacks to DC2 in your writing, but like no one ever catches them because no one remembers DC2. Tessa's line.
Oh my god. I did.
What was it? It was like enough talk, more kick ass or whatever. It's like no one is.
Come on, Allie's grandfather.
I appreciate it, Jpeg, yeah.
Like
what I've noticed about the fandom is that they don't like judge good writing like or bad writing like most people I've seen do in like film score or something. Like I look at DC and I see a lot of clunky dialogue that I've written. I see a lot of interactions that could have been arranged better, but people don't care about that. They care about the boot order, the challenge, and they care about if the characters kiss or not. And if one of those things go wrong, then it's considered bad writing, and that's all they care about.
It's so true.
Yeah. Well, that's why I always felt like whenever you're writing a story, I always feel it's best to like have an idea in mind of what story you want to tell and just tell that, not necessarily regardless of what other like what the fans may say, but like sort of taking them into account, but still like standing your ground and being like, hey, I'm gonna do my thing, and that's what you did. Yeah. So yay. Yeah.
I found it funny that the voice.
I wish people watch these podcasts more because we can clarify so many things that the general fan gets wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older episodes always get like a boost in views, so maybe in like a few months or 2 a year.
Right.
It'll be more
popular. And I like I've seen a trend of a lot of like reactors like watching stuff and then like questioning some of the behind the scenes stuff, and then like someone in the like audience will have watched Disventure Dispatch and they'll be like, "Hey, here's a link to like this thing that was said."
Actually,
let's go.
Yeah.
If you're one of our if you're one of our like 10 viewers, shout out to you guys. You guys are the real heroes.
Yeah.
You guys get it.
It's so on the TV tropes page. Like, there's so many links to like Charizard proving, Mystery Man proving stuff, but like there's nothing of the Dispatch proving stuff. It's so annoying. It pisses me off.
What?
Like, oh,
the Dispatch viewers are the definition of if you know, you know.
Right.
Yeah, Tam, tell your boyfriend to lay off.
Yeah, get him out. He hasn't been active in a while, I don't think. But no, yeah, Tessa. I like how the voice actor didn't want to swear, so she said kick butt instead of kick ass. I thought that was funny.
But she said kick ass in the first version in season 2.
I know.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know. That's I don't know. She became more kid friendly, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, you know.
I am very happy
She's
though,
been converted.
and this is a lot later in the episode, but I'm very happy that the viewers caught on to the Rosa callback, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were going to miss that. I'm really happy they didn't.
Out of all the callbacks, that was the one we wanted people to the most. We laid it on kind of thick with the Connor and Rhea conversation, but we got there.
Jake picks Ashley, but Ashley's like, nope, let's go with Tom. I know Genesis was devastated. He wanted to see Ashley in a gladiator costume, but wasn't meant to be.
Listen.
The Wonder Woman cosplay.
Wonder Woman.
Or blonde
hair.
Yeah,
wait, Wonder Woman is a gladiator. I forgot about that.
Blonde hair out in the wind. Poor guy. Missed it.
I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
Are you a fan of Gal Gadot or whatever her name is? Godot.
What? Godot? Wait, hang on. Wait, we're jumping series.
Where are we getting Godot in this?
Oh! See, I knew that. I was just kind of like, testing y'all.
There, Imer, we're talking about DC for once instead of Marvel. Are you happy? You happy now, Imer?
Yeah. Genesis is a big Red Notice fan.
Red what?
Red Note.
Red Notice.
Red
Oh,
Notice.
no, not
Netflix,
that.
Netflix movie with Gal Gadot.
She plays the femme
Oh,
fatale.
Trying to talk movies with
No,
DC fans.
This is why
just like
we're...
Dwayne Johnson and
Okay.
like
This is
Ryan
what it's
Reynolds,
like
I think.
talking pop culture with DC fans. We'll be like, oh, Total Drama World Tour, and they're like, I wasn't even born yet. It's like, oh my god.
Listen, the problem is I don't know some of the more popular stuff. That's my problem. I keep putting myself into niches.
Red Notice is not popular, other than like with like
It isn't?
It's
grandmas, like grandmas on Netflix, maybe. But that's about it.
I need to look it up.
Are you gonna watch Snow White 2025 just for Gal Gadot?
Is it 2025?
What?
I thought it was
Wait.
2024. I'm surprised.
I don't think
2025
Genesis
now,
watched the
they pushed
first
it back.
one.
Oh
Or
damn.
the original.
Snow
I never
White, there's
watched
a
the
first
original
one?
Snow White. That's true.
Oh.
That's also true. That's a problem right there. I haven't seen the original Snow White.
That's the one where Cruella
I haven't seen the
not Cruella, Ursula.
I haven't seen the live action Lilo or I haven't seen the original Lilo and Stitch either, and I'm probably gonna see the live action.
Dang.
The live action before the original.
Well, okay, I'm gonna try and see the live action, or I'm gonna try and see the original animated before the live action. But knowing me, I mean, I didn't do that with Lion King.
Genesis, Disney movies are the best like girlfriend movies. Come on, man. Come on.
That's
Is Genesis your girlfriend?
Maybe. Maybe.
you weren't supposed to reveal that. No. Okay.
And they put on the maid costume.
He did it. Put on the Ellie voice. Break.
Yes, I finally put on the maid costume.
We gotta carry on.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fair enough.
So Tom says that he's been interrogated by mob bosses and waterboarded, and yet asking Jake out is the hardest thing he's ever done. Just okay, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I need a side story of like Tom's adventures as a spy or a cop.
No.
That's what Tom Jake is for.
Really? Is it?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, they kidnapped Jake to try and get to Tom? No, okay, anyway.
Actually, we'll see. I don't want to promise it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I like the gladiators that they ended up picking. I like Tom and who else was on Jake's side? Allie, right?
Allie.
And then
Yeah.
And then I like Ellie and Alec.
Allie.
I think those were really good picks. And very fitting for Rhea to pick, in my opinion. And I also like how like they were considered like Rhea, or not Rhea, Ellie and Alec in particular were considered like villains in their own right, but even they ended up turning against Rhea in the end, and I liked that. I thought that was interesting, you know? It's like when you piss off the villains, that's how you know you're like really
You know you messed up.
I know.
Nobody likes your ass, Rhea.
It goes so well because the villain alliance was so on top in the middle.
know.
There was
Yeah.
a really good animatic I saw. I forgot what it was, but it was like a Villains Alliance animatic that came out recently.
Oh yeah, Lily. I saw that on
Yeah.
Twitter.
I was
Ooh,
like,
I
oh,
need
that's really
to
good.
see
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really good.
Shout
gotta
out to
rewatch
Lily.
But yeah, the challenge starts, and Jake has a really weird line, and like I don't know why he says it. He says, "Talk about getting wood." I'm like, why are you making dick jokes? Why do you say that?
Yeah. That made me so awkward.
You know what's funny?
Wait.
When
What?
Josh was recording that, I could tell Josh didn't want to say it from the way that they said it. I was like, oh. And you know what's funny? Also,
Oh, I
Freddie.
do remember that.
Freddie also messaged me afterwards and said, like, hey, Michael, this line doesn't really translate in Spanish, so you need to write something completely new. Because, like, getting wood only works in English dialect as a joke. So I had to change it to, like, wow, these costumes are pretty cool, huh? Or something. And I was like,
Oh,
wow,
no.
Jake,
my
that's so
God.
Why
fun.
is Jake making a dick joke for no reason?
Jake, oh my god. Mm-mm.
Jake's a
the
little
lost in
goober.
translation stuff.
Such a goober.
Goober.
Bless Jake's soul.
Tom's like, Allie, we gotta ask what Jake wants, and then Jake's like, protect me, I guess. And I was like, yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Like, what? I'm so confused.
Well, I mean, to be fair, what else was he supposed to? Oh, well, I guess he could have done strategy, but I mean,
He
like,
could have run a play, football style,
That's
yeah.
yeah, okay. But also, like, I don't know. When I look at a game like that, I'm like, where would I even start making a play, you know? But that's me as someone who's not, like, very strategic with these kinds of challenges, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I'm about as strategic as your like average player on chess.com. So like, take that for what you want.
Just.com.
So like, I guess I could understand why Jake felt that way, but it's still funny.
So they do their thing, and then Ali says, "Get up, you guys. You can have your Yowie moment later." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Yo.
Oh.
And that was a hit
Thank
tweet.
you.
There's like 30k retweets on a tweet about that. Like, and it reached so many people outside the DC fandom. I was like, "Oh my god, it's awesome."
Oh, it got a lot of views. It was crazy.
That's
Literally,
so
oh my
funny. Wait, I
gosh.
really want to check that out. Actually,
At least Ali went viral.
I know.
Oh, she got,
She got
she
her
got
big moment.
her fame. It
Yeah.
has like a 1 million views right now. It's insane.
Dude, it's a meta redemption arc. She gets it.
For real.
That's true. Oh man.
Ugh, why is she so me?
Golly. I was really happy about that because that means that DC is now reaching like different demographics, hopefully older demographics. But yeah, quite happy with that.
Oh yeah. Hopefully some normal fans.
that's crazy.
I say old. I don't mean older as in like 30 or something. I mean older as in like 18, 17, 18.
Shout out to the DC fans. We love you.
Like if you were like 17 in this fandom, you're basically a grandpa if you're 17.
Oh.
Oh my
I
God.
feel
Oh,
old.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not really. Well, I guess I am a fan, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, who are the buff guys? Are those just did they reskin the cops? Just took their shirts off, put a mask
Yeah,
on.
I think so.
Yeah, wait, that is a good question.
Bro.
Who are the buff
It's
guys?
it's Trevor and
I don't
Derek.
know.
It's hard to make new rigs. I get it. We're reusing what we can.
I was like, looks like the cops.
DC does have like a bit of a difficulty with the extras. You'll notice this with like Tom, Jake, and to an extent staff stories. Like when there's scenes outside of the show, you need to like, especially in public, and you have scenes with like characters walking. You need extras to make it not look like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Like where the hell is everybody?
Yeah.
And
That's
we
a
had to work
move.
around that.
Yeah.
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 To be fair though, you can still have like a wasteland if it's like nighttime. It's just during the day. You can't have it like bright and sunny and everyone's just inside. It doesn't work.
It's COVID times.
It's COVID. Yeah.
It's COVID time.
It's COVID time.
In the
You can do it like a
in the DC verse.
You gotta
see how the children's-
2024. That's how long it lasted in the DC verse.
you can like have a scene at like one of those like public playgrounds. No, like that place is always deserted. Like no matter where you go.
Oh, I know.
We need to go to a playground one day.
Oh god, it's scary.
Yeah, that's a DC meetup. We'll all meet up in a playground.
Um,
Hell yeah, monkey bars with everyone.
true.
Also,
Play on the swings.
shout out to the animators. This episode was really well animated. I noticed it was so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
fluid and
Oh
stuff.
my
Yeah.
god, it was so.
Oh, it
pretty
was
to look
so
at.
fun, especially with like some of the action scenes later. Oh, it was great.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
like, they're getting into it.
There's a scene where Ali did like a bunch of like backflips or whatever. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was
Going there.
She's
going
going there.
it's all her years gaming really like enhanced her
Oh,
skills in that regard.
Oh, so true. Yeah.
Or I
Right, 'cause
guess
gaming
like
makes you
she.
physically fit. You heard
She's
it
just-
here, folks.
Oh, that Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. Or like she took one look at Kasumi Yoshizawa and she was like, I want to be like her, you know.
Hey, Miranda, I think you should take this next.
Oh my
scene.
God.
I think you know what it is.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was waiting. So, as a plan to protect Rhea, Alec basically holds Jake down, so they can shoot him. But Jake isn't having any of that and steps on Alec's foot, and he gets pummeled with arrows. And Fiore, bless her heart, gets so worried and jumps from the stands to go help Alec. And in the process, he has to protect her from getting shot from arrows. And the way I screamed is embarrassing. Oh my god, that scene was so cute. Oh my god, I love it so much.
You're gonna
Oh
hear
my
that
God.
scream firsthand on NewsieNikei's
Yes,
channel.
yes. the way I screamed at it twice because I had to watch it twice for the video, and like the second time I watched it with Rytix watching with me, and I literally was like, Rytix, I love you for that. I love you for this scene. And he was just like, oh, thank you. He's so sweet. Oh my god, he's so cool. But yeah, no, peak. This is the peak scene of the episode for me, obviously. So
Yeah.
I love
I'm very
Imer saying
pleased
in
with
the. Sorry, I was gonna say I love Imer saying in the Discord chat these gladiator NPCs have stormtrooper aim.
Dude, the shotgun's so much faster.
So true.
Alec, they're like, wait, we can shoot Jake. They did it.
Something that pissed
They
me
shot
off.
Alec instead.
I mean, Jake and Alex were like next to each other. It's not that bad. They weren't that bad.
But remember, they're in a moving vehicle. Also, it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Come on, Imer. Some
Yeah.
sympathy for them.
Well, I just like okay, but like I remember a
should be
specific
trained.
like I remember there was like one specific shot where it's like two of the gladiators, they shoot an arrow and it's traveling in the same direction. The next scene only one arrow comes in that direction and hits Tom's shield, and I'm like, where did the other arrow go?
Yeah, oh yeah. We asked that in the Miranda video. There's two arrows that only became one.
yeah.
But
But I just assume like it probably
Right.
bounced off something else or something. Yeah.
before we get into
Oh, yeah.
the positive stuff, there's something that really pissed me off that I saw on Twitter, and a lot of people also got annoyed at this. Some people were like, "Oh my god, Fiore was so mischaracterized. Why did she care about Alec?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Are we watching the same show?"
What do you mean? Why does she care about Alex?
Oh my god.
What do
I
you
don't know how many
mean?
episodes?
It was like, "No, Fiore, only Gremlin, no personality. Give me."
Nah,
Gremlin.
God.
I remember-
Quite literally, I could have sworn in the season 1 finale, she literally said, "Hey, Alec, I care about you, and that's the problem." I quite
verbatim,
literally
yeah.
remember that.
I think it stems from media illiteracy because the amount of times I still see people being like, Fiore never really cared about Alec. That's why she eliminated him in season 1. And I'm like, they just really never understood the storyline to begin with. They never understood their dynamic or relationship to begin with.
Let's
and that's
not
the problem.
forget too that she's literally a kid.
Right.
got
They're stubborn.
feelings.
Right.
Like,
They're gonna shut
and
that
she's a
shit
kid,
down.
her mood is swinging constantly, probably. She's feeling a lot of big emotions for a small body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
But yeah,
agree.
no, like I'm very happy with the resolution that they gave
Oh yeah.
with Fiore and Alec. It was really
I
good.
loved it so much. And I'm so proud of Alec for just like being like, I'm done with this. I'm done with Rhea. I can't, the money's not worth it. Like, if it's gonna lead to us getting hurt, screw this. We don't want any part of it. And that's when you know you messed up, is when you like Alec and Fiore were the big bad villains of season 1, and if they're unwilling to work with Rhea, that says a lot about how far Rhea has gone.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like this, like, again, like, I'm saying it again, I feel like this episode did a really good job of showing how everyone, like, turned against Rhea, and then you have, like, Trevor in the background going, finally, everyone gets it!
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's all kind of worms right there.
I did want to ask because I noticed in episode 15 when I did the dispatch, I was like, I noticed like how Alec had a less amount of respect for Rhea, and then we see how Gret doesn't even care to take out Rhea with the idol. She's like, Rhea's not really a thorn in my plan. It's boring. Like, I feel like throughout the season, like every part of the villain lines just don't care about Rhea anymore. They just find her irrelevant. Like she's kind of pathetic.
Right. That's how the fandom
Wonder if that was
reacts. They're like,
supposed to be
she's just
her-
an asshole. She's not going to win. So why do we care about her?
Oh man.
I got episode 10 gave me whiplash. I was like, wait.
I remember.
Genuinely, a lot of the hate for Rhea and Connor, to an extent, I've seen comes from like fans saying, "Oh, they're not going to win," and "Oh, they're just going to get together in the end in some cheesy romance thing." That's why they're keeping them this long. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping on the rewatch, like Jpeg said, a lot of the criticisms can figure out what we were trying to do.
Yeah, it's like, Jake wins, gets redeemed, gets all the love. Rhea and Connor get back together. It's like, no, of course not. Jesus Christ.
No.
No.
I will say I was kind of one of those people who wasn't really feeling Rhea and Connor's whole thing at the bed.
Like, no, because you
that's the
thought
point.
that they were getting together, right?
Yeah. yeah. On the rewatch, I'm probably gonna love it more because it goes in a very, very interesting direction. Yes, absolutely. I fully agree.
Yeah, it was like episode 17. The way it was structured was I had hoped the fans would know this was supposed to be Connor and Rhea's final, like they're done after this point. But the fans
Right.
kind of took it as like, when are they gonna get back together? They're gonna get back together after this? Like no one debated the fact that no, they're not getting back together.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is supposed as the last
Yeah,
moment.
like
Yeah. A lot of
He
people
literally
like,
broke his leg.
a lot of people have like, oh, I have mixed feelings about this finale. It's like, yeah, you have mixed feelings because you thought it was gonna be one thing, but it was another.
Right, exactly.
You came into this
That's
for
the whole
months
point of
and
the whole
months thinking it was
season,
gonna go
like-
one way.
I mean, for me, like, I still feel like that particular scene is one of, if not my favorite scenes in the show, like that whole, like, Connor breaking his leg thing, because I think that was the moment when I realized, like, this wasn't going how anyone was expecting. I think that's
Right.
where, yeah.
Yeah.
And the cherry on top was Grit going home.
Yes,
Right.
Truly.
yes. The weirdest Final Four, but the best in a way. Yes.
Wait, Miranda, I actually want to ask you
So
something.
Yeah,
It's
what's
really
up?
funny. In your episode 16 review or reaction, Alec goes home, and you're like,
Yeah.
obviously you're very sad, but then afterwards you were like, man, Gret, you better win it for him. And I was like, wait. I was like, Gret's the one who took Alec
Listen.
out. What do you...
Okay, I did see comments about this. I just really like Gret, so like she was my backup for like the whole season. So like, Gret, you better win. And like, I don't know, I just couldn't be mad at her. Like, it was a good play. Like, how can I be mad at that?
Okay.
I bet
Like, if you're gonna take out my fave, you might as well go and win now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
see
bet
the
you're
logic,
happy
I
that
see-
Alec's story didn't end in episode 16. Like, everyone... I remember so many reviews aged poorly because they're like, oh, why did you not continue the Fiore and Alex storyline after episode 7? Like, you just booted
That's
her.
how I felt about episode 7. But yeah, I knew, like, once there was mentions of a motel episode, I'm like, okay, there's hope. There's hope here.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's like... and I know...
And the Fiore miniseries is coming.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
I remember in episode 20, a lot of people are like, why is Fiore being treated so positively? Like, she got saved by Jake. And I do think that it was an intentional contrast to be like, so even the big bad of DC1 is getting, like, positive stuff compared to fucking Rhea, right? I think that was the intention.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, Allie's like, after everything she's done to you, and Jake's like, no one deserves to be left behind. And that's supposed to be like, yeah, because fuck Rhea.
Yeah.
And it only makes sense in hindsight with 21.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I fully agree.
Right.
Again, I'm just like, I'll make this really quick, but I'm just really happy like getting to see how like the season ended, and then now being able to look back on it and being like, oh crap, this was building up to this, this was building up to this, and it's nice, it's really refreshing, and I'm very happy with that.
It's nice to know what happened.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Well, it's not even just like it's nice to know what happened. It's just nice to like really feel the like not that like the other seasons didn't have passion. Yes, it's not necessarily the passion so much as like the vision of something to go towards, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And then like a desire, like I don't know, something like the desire to give fans something new, something like really interesting, some unique theming, etc. And just slowly building up to that. It's nice having that in hindsight now.
Yeah. Like most shows nowadays, which are like ADHD.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Jpeg, aren't you the guy who watches the show at 2 times speed?
Yeah, okay, that is true.
No!
That is true.
Wait, that's true.
Okay,
Wow.
Okay, you know what, Michael, that's fair.
Really?
You're right.
Why do you do that, dude?
I didn't even connect the dots on that. You're right.
I have a lot of things to watch.
Man.
That's a fair
That's my
point.
excuse. That's why I'm able to watch so much. Anyway, so Alec takes off his armor. He's like, and Fiore's like, he's still risking his skin for you. I thought that was really good.
Oh.
I love Aubrey. Oh my god.
I like the little animation when he takes off his armor and then he does like a little head bobble. He's like, I'm done. It's like, oh, it's good.
Yeah, the little things.
Man,
And then after that moment, he just has the full armor, and then a later shot.
that's true.
At the
He
rig, though,
looked cool in it. He's like, you know what? I look cool in that.
Right.
Put it right back on.
You know what? This is gonna slay. I'm gonna give it on.
Yeah, Fiore flips Rhea off. I was like, yeah, it's good.
Your hand was so tiny, I could even see what she was doing.
bitty.
Now, Genesis,
Okay, Gabby.
this next one,
Oh.
you said some unhinged things about this one.
What?
Oh.
Wait, is it what I think it is?
We're
Hang on, I
gonna
gotta
skip a
double-check.
bit, but
What?
you were like, I don't like Ellie. You see Gabby and Ellie kiss. I like Ellie now. And I was like, wait a second.
Oh yeah!
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a whole
Interesting.
highlight video of Jenny's reactions because they were all
I need
so
to
funny.
hear about this.
Yeah.
Let me explain what happened. Let me fully explain what happened. So, I think I don't think I've ever made it a secret that Ellie was one of my least favorite characters, like, in season 1. Like, not because of her writing, but because of her personality. I just realized how bad that sounds after Michael literally just said that. But, like, okay, like, not like that. Like, it's just like the way it was done in the show, you know what I mean? But like, it's just kind of like, how do I explain it? I never really liked Ellie's character because I understand, like, she's very money oriented, but she lacks money. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the boys quote of, there's more important things than money. The only people who say that are the people with money. That's kind of what the whole vibe gave me for Ellie's character. But like, I don't know, like so. Even throughout the season, like, even after Ellie got eliminated, I still didn't really like her. It was only, like, around in episode 19 in the motel episode where it's, like, Ellie slowly warming up to things besides money, and she's talking about, hey, like, maybe I spent so much time on money that I wasn't, like, that I was, like, leaving out things that I didn't really like. You know what I mean? Sorry. I spent so much time worrying about money that I, like, wasn't, like, like, looking at stuff that would have made me happy, like, you gotta have a bit of both. I liked that whole thing that was going on, but I still, like, it was a step in the right direction, but I wasn't really feeling it. And then, like, having Ellie act on that to, like, save Gabby and then, like, talk against Rhea, I was like, I was like, my head was like, is it really too soon for me to say I like Ellie now? And then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I like Ellie now. And at the exact time that happened, Gabby and Ellie kiss. It was like exact moment. I was like, wait.
The timing is impeccable.
Genesis. Crit said it best. Be like, oh, two girls kissing, hot.
I forgot about that.
I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. The Gabby and Ellie thing was cute.
But if you got Ashley and Allie to kiss, it'd be better.
Oh my god.
I would not be. I don't know. I find Wishley to be very cute. I find them to be adorable.
Aw.
But yeah, that was what happened during the reaction. But
That
like,
was so
yeah, no,
funny.
like I like as I liked Ellie before. I like Ellie now. I think she's great. I think she's very interesting. Yeah.
Right. And to your credit, like, season 1, like, I remember, like, particularly with Dan's elimination, like it was treated as, like, that was the moment where I liked Dan the most, by the way, because he had nothing to do with how bad things went. And the show treated it as a victory for Gabby and Ellie. And I think it was, like, a bit tone deaf. But, by the way, no one loves Gabby.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh yeah.
No one.
I didn't really want to be the one to really.
No one important.
Yeah. No,
I didn't really want to be the one to say it because, like, I mean, yes, that's true, but, like, having it out of my mouth would make it feel like, oh, I'm just butthurt about my character being eliminated, which is not true at all.
That's like me with anything Connor related. Trust me. So much.
It's like, yes, like, it is a valid criticism, but I shouldn't be the one to say it, so I'm happy you pointed that out. I felt it was a little bit tone deaf, and I didn't really like how it was treated, but, like, I think, like, in my opinion, I more so interpreted it as a tragic elimination for Dan, rather than, like, a victory for Gabby and Ellie. The Gabby and Ellie fans saw it very differently. Because this is the conclusion of Gabby and Ellie's whole thing, alright? We can talk about little things related to Gabby and Ellie, like, come on.
Right.
But
it's tangential, as you'd say.
Yeah. But yeah, I just sort of more treated it that, but, like, a lot of the Gabby and Ellie fans were like, yeah, Dan's gone. I'm like, what did he do? Like,
OMG, Slay, kill that.
Yeah, that.
Like-
Yes, that's.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, what the
Really
fuck is
eerie.
this?
That face says it all.
I will admit, when I watched it, I was a bit caught off guard. I was like, wait, why do I have this cute moment for the Dan? Can he at least have a few
I
words to say before?
Yeah,
he
yeah,
says it?
literally.
I like this screenshot.
Oh my god! And I will say, like in my expense, like I maybe could have realized, like maybe Dan should have been more unlikable in this, because I really sort of
You made him too cute.
I
goddammit.
played. I made.
I know. For real.
But yeah, yeah.
Also,
I'm very happy with how Gabby and Ellie, sort of ended.
Yeah.
the tiger's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. The shot where the tiger looks so menacing, and then in the next shot, it's like so tiny. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It is. Oh yeah.
Bitty.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
baby.
not even a
Ain't no
rock
real
tall.
tiger.
It mauls Tom.
See, they remember the crouching tiger part, but they forgot the hidden dragon. But
God
anyway,
damn it.
Anyway, but yeah, what's the next scene?
Next scene.
No, Rhea throws a rock at the tiger for some reason.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He bites Gabby.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, why? Like,
Jenny, I cannot wait to make a whole video just on your reactions because they were just the best.
I want to, like, when I was reacting,
Make a
like, or
whole
when I was
highlight
watching
reel.
it. When I was watching it, like, the first thing I thought was like, all right, Rhea's going to sort of like make Gabby like sick the tiger on Jake. No, instead she throws the rock at the tiger, and the tiger gets pissed off at them. And I'm like, why would you do that?
Oh my god, I know.
Out of all, like, I get it, like, you don't want to make Rhea likable, so like she's like, you know, like I get the purpose of like getting Gabby to be pissed off at and like maybe. And I understand the idea that at the time Rhea probably wasn't thinking, but like that was like the stupidest. Like out of all the moves you could have done, that was the stupidest
Literally.
one. Like
No,
at
I
least
agree.
if you had like, at least if you had maybe like got like one of the archers to like kill the tiger or something like that, then maybe I can
Kill the
understand.
tiger?
Well, like
Jesus Christ.
okay,
Genesis.
maybe not kill.
Christ.
Sorry, maybe not kill. Okay, sorry, kill wasn't the right word. Like not shoot, like.
Whoa.
Shoot the tiger with the arrow is what I meant. Like the arrow.
Kill the tiger.
God.
Maybe.
Like then I could have seen like the whole idea, because then they would have gotten pissed off at the freaking like the archers themselves. That makes sense to me. But like instead you do it yourself. Like what did you think was gonna happen? Of course he's gonna go after you.
Well, it didn't go after her. It went
Oh
after
my God, it
Tom.
It did?
Yeah, went after
Yeah,
Tom.
oh yeah.
Yeah, went after Tom.
That's
go-
how they
Then I have
won.
to ask
It's 'cause of the
why.
tiger.
I don't
Then I have to ask why.
Rhea's on a rock, so I guess the tiger had nowhere else to go. He's like, fuck this.
Okay, I'm gonna debate this Genesis and say that I get it. Like it is smart, but ultimately Gabby was having her sweet little Snow White moment
Right.
with the tiger, and I don't think with the time they had left, Rhea could have convinced her, hey, can you get the tiger to sick on Tom? I don't think she's able to control the tiger to that aspect. It's not a superpower.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't really
She
just
didn't
say
do anything
your boy
wrong.
earlier.
Like
Right.
I mean like okay, like the whole thing behind Gabby is that she's sort of like a pet whisperer. Like it's not like her main thing, but like one of her whole things is that she's a pet whisperer. I'm thinking like based on the idea that
Oh.
she's the pet whisperer, there was nothing indicating why she couldn't sick the tiger on Tom, if that makes sense.
I don't.
Like if there was a reason, yes. But I feel like all Rhea had to
That's
say
her
was
bestie.
like, "Hey, hey Gabby, stick the tiger on Tom."
That's her bestie, though.
I have a question then, though. If Gabby was a pet whisperer, why didn't episode 12 she just call the pet to like grab the keys for her, and the challenge would be done so fast? The answer is
Where?
she isn't a pet whisperer.
Yeah, she's not Ella Total Drama. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Also, if I was on a
Well,
team with
yeah.
She calmed the tiger down, though. Like, what do you mean?
Because it was trained. It was a trained
What?
tiger. Crystal says that.
Also,
Yeah,
if
it's a
I was on a
trained
team with
tiger,
Gabby in the early days, and I was just like, "Hey, Gabby, can you whisper one of those rabbits over?" And then she'd whisper it over, and then I'd kill it. and then it would be my food. Like,
That's a good strategy.
like it's easy.
Vote you.
She actually
Yeah,
have
a pretty
like
decent strategy.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, but I also think like not many people really thought about that. I mean, I certainly didn't, and I knew Gabby was a pet whisperer, so like
they weren't hungry enough.
they weren't hungry enough. Yeah, you know.
we gotta
I don't know.
forward here, y'all.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, Ellie gets mad at Rhea, and I really like the scene because those two women have always been kind of similar. They're both like money driven and all that stuff. But here it shows the difference that Ellie cares about people, whereas Rhea doesn't really. At least for the cameras.
Yeah.
And I like that. Yeah, Ellie's like, I don't need your stupid money. I mean, she still gets the money according to Jared, which I'm like kind of iffy on.
True.
But like, yeah, I like that because these two women had very similar projections, but it really shows the difference.
Yeah, that saved Gabelli for me because I was like, Gabelli's a little toxic right now. Like, I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't like how Ellie was like treating her, but yeah, I'm glad we got that acknowledgement from Ellie.
Yeah,
And like most people,
it was nice.
can't
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
remember, Ellie in her worst phase back in like March because that was like half a year ago at this point. But like, it's a big departure from how she was acting at the beginning of the season. I thought that was pretty great.
Yeah.
She's on her own little Rhea arc.
Um,
But yeah, no, that was something that a lot of people are like, oh, it's missed potential. Ellie and Rhea are so similar, and yet they don't interact. Nope, fuck you. We're saving it for the finale.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. I do love the core relationships they chose for this episode, like to parallel to each other.
Right.
Like Gabelli, they were so cute, and Alec got his evil daughter. Yeah, it just really showed that Rhea just fumbled everything, especially Connor. It's just like, God.
And you got
money
Yul
over
James.
love.
I wonder if like a lot
I
of people
did.
like this episode because it's the fandom at the moment is mostly DC1 fans, and this was a very DC1 focused episode.
Yeah.
That's
It is.
true.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Remember the last episode where there was a lot of negativity, unless you're one of the few DC2 fans remaining.
I was gonna say, I always did, like, even when proofreading, I did enjoy episode 20 over this
You
episode,
should.
but
Dang, yeah, see? Exhibit A people.
oh my god. Dang.
Wonder why you like 20 more. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Tam, what a
Yeah,
mystery
the
as to why
cheese
you like
book.
20 more.
Yeah,
Wow.
Tam.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
wonder.
It definitely was
I don't
because of that
know.
one character getting like 10 times the amount of lines.
I don't.
By the way, little
This is my episode.
little behind the scenes info, and I don't know if this is me misinterpreting, but like in the script, I never got the vibes that they were wearing gladiator costumes. I thought they were just wearing the helmets, but like when I saw the costumes, I was like, damn, these are good costumes.
Yeah. They are good.
What
I
was
saw the
your-
costumes. I was like, oh, the fans are gonna love that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that means you're not going to get Yule in the gladiator outfit.
I know.
imagine Tam's probably slightly salty about that, but I mean,
Yeah.
It's
cool.
alright though.
Like Michael, when you
Like,
wrote it, did you envision the gladiator outfits, or was that more of an animator thing?
Yeah, I was like thinking like wooden gladiator outfit. Talk about getting wood, it wouldn't make sense.
Oh,
It was
God.
just a helmet.
Right.
It was just a helmet.
Oh my
Doesn't make
God.
sense. I want my dick jokes to make sense at the end of the day.
Right, yeah.
Period.
As anyone reasonable should.
Right?
Oh, we forgot to mention Tom saving Jake with the fucking paintball or whatever. Not the paintball, the arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, we did forget that one, didn't we?
Wait, I don't remember what we're referring
We
to.
do.
Slow motion.
Like,
When
no!
Tom slow motion jumped in front of Jake to take the arrow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was on the shield, right? That's what happened.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
wait, how is that
Yeah.
related to his penis?
Why are we talking about?
See, I was more so thinking like, oh, it's like a Link and Zelda
Jpeg
moment.
forgot
No.
a scene just remembered a scene he forgot.
Oh.
So I'm saying we're like the
Yeah.
one reviewers that just don't talk about Tom and Jake. Just skimming through it.
Or no?
Yeah.
I
Fair enough.
they
fair
have
have
they have a spin-off.
Yeah,
They do,
right.
yeah.
Exactly.
They'll live. They have like
It'll
a
be fine.
huge metric ton of greetings. They'll
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The Tom Jake stuff,
Right.
they're gonna have all the Tom Jake and Gabelli, you guys are gonna be series. It's going to be by far the most popular thing on the channel, I'm guessing, and then they're going to have billions of seasons with that show. I'm not even joking. That's probably where we're headed.
Oh god. I mean, fair enough.
Damn,
it'd be
I
like
see
one of
you.
those
Okay.
spin-off shows
Tam,
outlast like
that's
the main
reality.
show.
That's the sad reality. DC1 fans are the overwhelming majority. There's like no DC2 fans left. So.
There's none left.
I'm right
They're all
here.
I'm right here.
You'll spin off when.
I know.
No?
I
waiting for
really
that.
would like
Maybe
that.
I don't know. That's happening. We're gonna get killed.
That'd be
Like
so
it.
fun.
Get canceled
Like a
right away.
You know, I'd
Yeah.
settle for a Yule audiobook podcast
Yo, that'd be
special.
awesome.
Oh yes, I agree.
Oh my
I watched that. That's like your version of
God.
Nick's React. You could do like
That's
that
like
on your
Tam's
channel.
dream.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my god.
I fall asleep to that.
There's a little host scene, which is cute.
There's a little host scene.
Derek calls Emily a soap dropper, which is a nice callback, but also kind of
So
dark.
this is one of those scenes where I feel strongly about, because I feel very strongly about the fans' reaction to Emily as a character. I'm just slightly annoyed because like I just feel like people really don't watch the smaller details in a show with such a large ensemble. Everyone is like, this came out of nowhere, and now Emily's being demonized, and I'm just like, no, she was pretty awful from like the jump. She was pretty bad, and everyone's like, she didn't deserve a full body cast. She'll be fine. You'll have a
Right.
scar, and then it was gone the next
She'll
day.
live, it's fine.
Exactly.
Like, be real,
Like
y'all.
Connor's foot.
Exactly, it's healed
Right.
up.
Two
Like,
episodes.
Yeah.
give her a coffee and a croissant, and she'll be good.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Also, like when you watch episode 1, you see like the fat phobic comments. You see her push Trevor and Derek with like glee. Like she is having a good time being an awful human. being. And like, you know what? Giving her some good old karma. Really mind.
And the people who are mad at Derek laughing at her when she's injured and at her lowest, I could say the exact same of her laughing and mocking Derek, who had just gotten out of prison after years of being separated from Trevor. Like, they both kicked each other while they were down. What's the difference now? Oh,
Right.
y'all like
Okay.
Emily.
If I
Hey.
play devil's advocate by saying something I don't agree with.
Saying something you don't agree with? Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm right.
Like, okay, I'm thinking because we acknowledge that a lot of like stuff like Yule's scar and Emily's full body cast is like something like cartoon violence. Like it's just something that people like they'll just walk off next episode. You know what I mean? But that sort of like comedic take on, or not necessarily comedic take, but sort of like I guess lighter tone take on it almost clashes with the scene where Connor breaks his legs, if that makes sense, or like Connor gets his leg broken.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, one you're supposed to take with, like, one you're supposed to take as, oh, like, they can walk it off, and then the other you're supposed to take as, oh, shit, like, he may never be able to walk again, when arguably, like, a full-body cast and everything that Emily just went through in his, in her injury was probably worse than what happened with Connor? You get what I mean? Like,
No, Genesis, I get what you mean exactly.
Yeah.
But in the original script for episode 19, Yule burns his face on the grill, and then when
Right.
the James Yule scene happens, he hands him the towel, and Yule wipes the entire thing off. And
Yeah.
that's the end of it. Yeah.
Oh my
So I don't
god.
understand why they kept it the whole episode, because that fooled people into thinking that's staying longer. I was like, what?
I like it though.
Oh my
because,
God.
like when you see him
Weird.
like hold out in front of Gret with his scarred
Zuko.
face, that was like kind of dark and love it.
I
think-
kind of wish they showed that scene.
To speak to your point about the Connor, like we should take him almost getting paralyzed more seriously, is I think if anything that was like, I feel like it was all cartoony, and what was the best part about that was that his reaction was just so over dramatic in comparison to the people who we have seen get hurt similarly. Like Emily's in a full body cast right now, just like Connor had hurt his leg, but Connor's like instinct was to seek not pity but like swallow, and Emily's sitting here clearly trying to fight back, still pissed off at these two gay boys. So I feel like it's just the difference in the way that the characters react as well, which sets the tone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can sort of get that behind
And
that.
Connor's
Yeah.
already old, so like any
Right.
kind of injury is like, oh my god, he can't be dealing with this
I
right
guess
now.
that's also a fair point. Yeah. I don't know. It's just
No,
something I
actually,
thought
You're
about, I
closer
guess.
to the coffin.
He's not that old. He's 50.
Dude, I
Damn,
just-
your dad is probably
That
older
is-
than him.
It's just, to me,
but
it's, like,
still.
it's that question of, like, where do we draw the line between, oh, this is, like, cartoony violence versus, oh, this is, like, serious injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think Connor's injury was, I mean, like that dramatic thing was not because of the itself, it's what it represented.
Right.
It's like he put his trust in
Yeah.
Rio one last time because, and people call this a mischaracterization, which I'm going to disagree with, is when Connor went back to save Rhea, that was not him saying, oh, I love you again. It's him saying, despite all the things you've done, I'm not going to let you fall to your death. And
Yeah.
I think people interpret it as like, oh, he loves her again. And
Yeah. No.
It's literally what fucking Rosa did, and people are like, "Oh, Rosa's a saint." Where it's like, I fucking hate you, but I'll still save your life. I'm a decent human being.
I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah.
Like,
When Gret was bending over backwards for Yule, she didn't get this shit like as Connor was bending for Rhea. I'm just saying.
Right,
And
yeah.
Yule had way less reasons to sympathize for than Rhea. So I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point, yeah. But yeah, what's the next scene?
Ellie and Jake have a quick conversation. You know, they come to a mutual agreement. They're not friends, of course, but, you know, they came to a mutual agreement. And I think this is the only time they interact in DC All-Stars, which is kind of funny.
Really?
In episode 1,
Oh my God.
episode 1
yeah.
they did.
Did they?
Oh yeah.
With the whole plane thing. It's like, isn't anyone happy to see me?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and everyone's like, no.
Yeah.
Kiss
The
my
whole ganged up on her.
businesswoman ass.
But, yeah.
There's that. I'm pretty sure Ellie like was gunning it for Jake at the beginning.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Jake,
she
like,
indirectly
Yeah.
indicated when she pushed Tom onto Aiden.
It was always
Yeah.
indirect, which
Yeah.
I found funny. It was like Jake just doesn't respond. He doesn't. It's beneath him.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
You know, a little wrap up of the. You know, they were fighting for a long time. Now they're decent. So it's good.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get
It was all
better,
because of
it's the whole
Rhea.
Tom Jakes.
Oh,
Yeah, because of Rhea.
yeah. They have a shared
Brings-
enemy. So that's good. That's what brings
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
together, having a shared enemy.
It is. The enemy of my enemy is my
True.
friend.
So right.
And can I
Oh,
also
yeah.
say I feel like this was most definitely like sort of like a way to resolve what happened in season 1, episode 11, which I
Yeah.
hope that reconciles a lot of that argument
Yeah.
because
A lot of people.
oh
like,
boy,
A lot of people. were like, Ellie was more mad in this episode than the infamous cave scene that everyone talks about.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
was she? I don't know about that.
I thought that was interesting.
Well, she was
You
more
literally
annoyed
put on a
in the
soda read.
cave one.
Yeah.
It's more annoyed because like
guess
she was
that
in the
makes
cave for Jake like 15 minutes. You had to hear
Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah. Jake's just a lot to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just period.
We'll talk about Jake later. There's plenty of
Yeah.
him around.
There's plenty to say about him.
So they fight for a bit. You know, they get some points. Then Connor shows up to Rhea. Who wants to talk about this one?
Every conversation Rhea has, we usually see her end of regret. This is the first conversation where she's able to compose herself for the full time. It's nighttime. Rhea's like preparing herself for the final battle, or like the last two. And Connor's like, you got to realize no one's rooting for you. Everyone has left your side. You have no more dignity. Leave now while you still can. And Rhea just like gets so angry. It's like, I don't care what anyone thinks. I'll be so famous. Everyone else will be in the dirt. They'll be forgotten. It'll just be a little stain in my memory. It's like, your leg will look like a scrap after I did to him. She's ready to like, and Jake just after Connor having the balls to just come up to her. So yeah, it basically shows like the last crack is gone and no more shot left. Because at this point, it's supposed to symbolize Rhea has lost herself. She doesn't care anymore until this competition's over. She can't break out of the competition. It's always been her strongest weakness. It's kind of like Ellie in a way, but because never having anyone to save her, because she keeps getting too deep into stuff, she's just lost. And I think that's just so good. How like the scene just said, nope, she's not being redeemed. That's it.
I can smell the salt.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of this final act is based off of Cobra Kai. If you guys ever watched that
Oh,
show,
really?
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna
Freaking
say,
go! Wait,
Oh,
I think I
season
actually
one-
mentioned that during the reaction. I think I did.
oh my
Yeah,
god!
it's very
I think I
similar
remember you
because
saying
season
that.
1 finale, spoiler alert, but Miguel is very portrayed as the
Yeah.
villain in the scenario, and like that specific conversation with Connor and Rhea, I
Was
referenced
that
from
scene
Miguel
where
versus
Miguel
Sam
says like,
Chandra.
"I'm gonna show you,
Yeah.
like, you'll see what I'm about to do." Yeah.
You know it, yeah, Jess.
Oh my god!
What a pull!
Let's freaking go! I'm so happy for that.
DC collab with Cobra Kai. Oh my god.
Icon, the collab.
What?
Oh.
Oh, that's
And then,
so
and then Jake looks over at Miyagi and he's like,
Tom is his Mrs.
Ashley
No,
Miyagi.
Miriam is Mr.
What's
Miyagi.
Ashley?
Miriam is Mr. Miyagi.
You're not actually Miriam, yeah.
"Oh my
Throughout the
god!"
whole journey.
Miriam
Give your
Guido.
grandson Grant.
Miriam Guido.
Oh,
That's
that's
gonna
so
be the new
good.
breed.
I'm so
That's so
glad you
fit.
took inspiration from that. That's amazing.
Literally, oh my god.
We got Tommy Silver.
But yeah. Tommy
Tommy
Tommy Silver.
Tommy Silver. What?
Silver.
That?
That's crazy.
What does that even
I don't even know.
make sense?
What the fuck?
It
Uh,
Anyways, Rhea hurts Jake and Tom confesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I wanna this is what I feel strongly about. So Jpeg had DM'd me like early on in the season that the theme of the season was like it's who wants it the most and how much or how far they're willing to go to get it. And this was the moment where I truly saw it the hardest because everybody likes to condemn Rhea's action. Oh, she left Aiden on the side of a cliff. Yeah, Aiden also pushed James off of that same cliff. Whatever. Oh, Rhea almost paralyzed Connor. Yeah, Aiden and James also broke Carol's leg. Move on. But now she strikes Jake in the throat. Something that that could really like permanently hurt somebody, kill somebody even. Like she went dirty. She was hard. He was on the ground. He couldn't breathe. And I was like, oh shit. She wants it bad. Like she's willing to do what it takes to get it. And like that really was her moment in my mind is like, she's so far gone. She's too far gone. Oh, poor queen.
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
And that was where
It's like
the
tragedy unfolding.
that's where the first cut of the episode stopped. It was like such a funny way to end the episode.
Oh yeah, it was like so abrupt. It was so weird.
But yeah, no, it's nasty.
I never got to see that original cut, so
In the original cut, it was daytime, but now it's nighttime, and I thought that was so interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That
dang.
was super interesting.
There was also a
Wow.
shout out from the voice actor of I think Ellie, but like that got cut in the final version.
Like her Spanish VA.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Well, JPEG, that actually plays a lot during the Spanish dub of the episodes. It's their version of the ad of us with "Hi, I'm
Oh.
Feaster, voice of Aiden from Disventure
That's their
Camp."
high end Meister. Yo!
Animated Michael Weister, what the hell?
No, because what she's doing is she's saying something different. She's promoting her voice acting class, which apparently was a deal that Jobert made with her about getting her on the show. She would promote her voice acting.
The fuck we can do that? Oh my god.
Oh,
The fuck we can do that?
we can have like, hey guys, watch this podcast. What the hell?
Literally,
Yeah.
she just has clout. She has too much clout.
God damn it.
Once this blows up,
dang.
Well, I mean, Badalt's the real non-businessman. Jesus Christ, Badalt, get on it.
Right?
Please check out my Instagram. Oh. Okay, good for her then. I didn't realize that was a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyone else have anything to say about the Tom J kiss? This is kind of like the moneymaker of the episode for a lot of people.
The moneymaker. I'm surprised it's not on the
I get
thumbnail.
it. I get it. It attracts people. Like it's a thumbnail, shot. It gets people views.
I'm reading the script, and
Whatever.
James says, "You got this."
Yeah, Jenny, same.
I'm looking at the script, and James
Moving
has a line.
on.
James' line, "You
It's not
got
the
this."
worst,
I don't
Chris, at
remember.
least.
I don't remember James having a line in this episode. Why does James have a line?
Yeah. No, he said that.
He said, "You got this." He said that?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
he did.
Yeah, him and Aiden at the same time said it.
No, that's Go Jake. That was earlier in the episode. This is "You got this."
No, I heard it.
Oh.
He was there.
Oh.
Oh.
Badell gets 2 lines this episode. Good for him. That's more than Mark's.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that's more than me.
I better get my cut.
I better get my cut.
I get
He did get his cut.
I get why.
I did. I got my coin.
James and Yule, they're too funny. This finale's serious business, you know. I understand.
It was
Wow.
too serious.
James and Yule are too fucking funny.
But to fill the dispatch's Tom Jake positivity quota, I thought the kiss was cool. Smile.
Smile.
That's it. Nice.
Oh, basically, after Jake's speech to Rhea, see Jake about to win. Rhea lets out her victory cry, knocks him out the shield. And what I loved about the animation is they don't show Jake fall; they just show everyone's eyes, like no stress.
Yeah, that was storyboarded so well. Whoever did that.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that was amazing.
I was like, he's gonna fall off, but like, good job in building tension. I don't know that.
Yeah.
Then he just falls off abruptly, and I was like, this is so good. Like, this is supposed to be embarrassing for Rhea. And you can feel the embarrassment through this whole scene, because then she like grabs the money, like throws it out. Everyone's just like, yeah, sure, you do you, I guess. They don't really care. They're just like eyeing her.
Yeah.
And then it's just so good. And then like we just see Crystal just like try to like do an outro. She's just so awkward during this all. And I think that this is supposed to be what sets up the final scene of the conversation. I think it was very well portrayed well that no one really cares about Rhea anymore. One, but like she has 17 other people here, or you can include all the staff. That's like 20 something people. Just like, yeah, we don't really care about you. You won, but we don't really think about you ever. And I think that just like sets it up so well, especially with a confessional.
Yeah.
And we see and then we just see Jake have this kiss in front of everyone. Like, it just shows his journey of how many people care about him.
Right.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's nice too because Jake tends to be one of the more hated characters in the show. So it's nice, sort of like having him redeemed and like
It's a very competitive category.
in. Yes, but you see a lot of names in that area. You know, you see a lot of Ellie, you see a lot of Aiden, you see a lot of.
That's what I said. It's a very
I
competitive
guess like.
category.
Yes, but like it's a competitive category out of like a huge clump of like how do I explain that? It's a very exclusive club, if that makes sense. But yeah, like as I was saying, yeah, it's nice having like Jake sort of like be redeemed in the show's eyes, because I think he was also kind of redeemed in the fans' eyes as well. And then at the same time, you have like another character who's very controversial but has actively made it worse for herself. I think that's just a very nice contrast. Yeah. I guess I already like mentioned like my not really problem, but I guess just sort of like I wish they'd sort of gone more with it. It's just like I still don't feel like Rhea got quite enough karma. Just cause like again, like I want to make it clear, I'm not one who's gonna be like, oh my gosh, she should have been physically hurt or anything like that. Like, no. I just feel like the very reason she started that whole facade was that people liked her that way. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're gonna pull off a theme of like, oh, no one likes her anymore, but you still have like a lot of people who clearly like her, like in terms of the audience, I don't know. Like, it doesn't ruin the theme for me. I just feels like a little bit of a contradiction.
Because Genesis, do you remember an episode? I think it was 15. No, not 15. It was 17. Where Rhea talks about how what is the point of all this fandom love if you have to hurt the ones who are closest to you? Like she questions it genuinely because the fans have a different perception from her interactions with real people. And
Right.
so maybe fans will like her because they see the outside perspective. Like maybe you're right. There are probably Rhea haters out there, but
Right.
she's successful at the end of the day. So
That is. Yeah. Exactly. I'm just. Yeah.
and this goes into a wider topic that I want to discuss about the season. At least when I took over in episode 13, I noticed episode 13 specifically people really like, and I'm gonna explain subconsciously why compared to the rest of the season. 13 is the one where it directly contradicts the theme of the show, which is that good doesn't always get rewarded and bad deeds do get rewarded in this season. It's encapsulated with Rhea, but it's been set up throughout the entire season. 13, Yule is the only example of bad getting what they deserve. 14, Gabby decides to not obey her evil side and decides to not betray Gret, ends up biting her in the ass, and she goes home. Aiden decides that he no longer wants to feud with Jake and stick with him and decide that he does deserve a second chance. Gets immediately booted because Allie gets rewarded for flipping sides. Allie gets treated well for basically betraying her alliance. Episode 16, Alec decides to be a better man, decides to burn the one last close bridge he has with Rhea because he realizes she's corrupt. And as a result, when he leaves, no one cares about him, except for Connor, so he gets like a small victory. And then 17, Gret, admittedly, this is also one that doesn't fit the theme. She's had plenty of positive screen time, so yeah, I'll excuse it.
Yeah.
4, Connor decides to quit despite his whole story being about not giving up. And he realizes that ultimately he wasn't destined to be the winner and he needs to make his quit worth it. And it ends up not being worth it.
Yeah.
Good deeds don't get rewarded.
The more you mention it, wow, that's really good. I will say, like, for the little contradictions, like, don't worry about them, to be honest, because, like, I don't know, the world's messy. Like, inevitably, themes get mixed up. You know what I mean? Like, inevitably, a good deed will get rewarded. That's just life. You know? But yeah. Or inevitably, like, a theme will get contradicted. Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
But yeah. Yeah, okay, now that you do mention that whole episode 15 thing, though, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, I wish there was some way of showing that, and I'm not quite sure how that would happen, but I guess... Like, because you wouldn't really be able to, I don't know. Like, I guess, like... Because the next step for Rhea after she's, like, gone down this rabbit hole is at least I still have my fans who care about me, you know what I mean? But, like, there wasn't really... We don't really see anything else past that, if that makes sense. I guess. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm still, like, totally fine with it.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai was so good. I think Cobra Kai also had a little bit of that theming as well, here and there.
So, yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
So Jake says, like, everyone is rooting for me, I failed, and his whole entourage supports him. And a lot of people found that cheesy, but I'm like, you know what? Throughout the whole season, I feel like he earned it, you know? Got, like, what, 8 people on his side, so good for him. He makes a callback to fairy tales, and I'm like, oh man, we could have tied this to the Lake story in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, Lake, I read your book.
Oh my god.
Thought that would be cute. But yeah, Yule says his one line. Marks, you want to say your one line this episode?
You know what? I would love nothing more than to give you the line. I mean, it says in the thing, I want my cut. I want my cut. But I'm pretty sure the line, I better get my cut.
Yes! And he did.
Did we even give him her cut?
Yeah, he
did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he
Like,
has cut.
Oh, okay.
How much
He was
was
getting
that supposed to be?
his stack of money.
That looked like $20.
It's 100K. He got 100K.
I wonder how, like, pissed people were that you got money out of the whole thing.
A lot of people are like, it's so obvious
Like,
Jake's
you
not
saw-
winning because James is already a winner. But yeah, Rhea's partner's fucking Yule. It's like,
Yeah.
they're both
Yeah,
like,
it's-
And
unpredictable.
it's almost like there's a theme going on here.
And it's okay. Like, if people are mad you got money, remember, this is the one person who needs a financial advisor. Got it? He'll probably burn it all away.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna burn it on a yacht,
That's
like you
true.
said, Emer.
Making it on his slate.
No, he
podcast.
totally will.
He got his podcast,
Yeah.
and he got
No, I
Internet.
he started that podcast and then spent all $100,000 making a bunch of merch for that podcast, and that merch never sold. And I just
Yeah.
has a
except for Cam.
It's perfect.
Cam bought it all.
I'll be there.
Guys, the stock.
The
Yeah,
slightly salty
Tim
pillow.
just buys the
I'll
whole
be there.
stock.
I
I
think.
actually had a
I got
question
you.
though
I think. Oh yeah.
about the Yule podcast,
We'll get to that later. That's
episode 19. Oh yeah, we can wait, yeah.
So Crystal announces this is the end of All Stars. And I think what's interesting is that in most other fan shows, specifically if DC All Stars did the Ashley wins route, this would have been it. This would have been the ending. There's no after scene epilogue credits. Like this is it. She just wins. Fade to black, right? The show keeps on going. And I remember in the Miranda watch party, like a lot of people are like, "That's not it, right?" And they were shocked that there was
Yeah, me included. I was like, "There's no way."
more. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, in most other shows, that would have been it. Crystal announces it. Boom, no more episode. But no, this is different.
I'm so glad that they didn't just end it there.
Yeah, no, Jace was really pushing for it. He's like, we need an epilogue. We can't just leave it here.
Yeah.
Right, because
This is the last time we're gonna see any of these characters. Like, we can't just leave it at this.
I know,
Right.
right?
It's just people like to think like people watch Disventure Camp for the reality show aspect of it, but it's really for the characters, and I think it's indicative off of the staff stories reception I've seen so far. Like people like they don't care that if it's not a reality show. They like the characters enough to follow them.
Yeah.
It's Tom Jake's gonna probably hopefully prove that.
Yeah, with the viral tweets, it better be. Those fucking viral tweets.
It better be.
Oh god.
Yeah, no. When I was reading the script, I like. Obviously, there's no visualization yet, but the scene was so poignant to me. It's like Hunter tests Allie playing video games. Ashley gets a call from Will. Alex reading a book with Fiore, leaning on him. And Ria's just by herself. It's like, oh, it slaps.
No.
Yeah,
So sweet.
I really like that.
I like
And all done without dialogue too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I like the long shot of like all the characters like hugging each other and saying goodbye. You know, I thought that was cute.
Mhm.
You know, back when like this scene was gonna have dialogue, that Instagram portion, I was like thinking what like we were gonna have dialogue for those scenes, and I was like, what to say? Who are we gonna show? I made it a small mission where I was like, I gotta try to sneak in as many characters as I can who aren't in All Stars. One of the ones that almost I try to push was in the Yule scene where he's on the podcast. We see Yule talking smack as usual, and then he gets a prank caller on the podcast who sounds an awful lot like Kai and Maggie. And
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. Oh
And
my
then- and then we-
god,
That would be so good.
trash talking energy drink, and then the stock starts dropping like rapidly, and Yule's like, "No, wait!"
Oh my god. I would
Oh,
love that.
shoot.
We were robbed.
We were
Right.
Did that. Bring it back.
Yeah, there's one more scene where
For
the
real.
characters talk. It's Connor and Rhea. And like I think the Tom and Jake scene was the moneymaker for the DC1 fans, but I think this was the moneymaker for the DC2 fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Well, Emer?
just disappointed.
Like,
Emer?
again, my big nitpick is that Connor has told Rhea that he's been done with her like 4 times already. Like,
I can't blame
know.
I
them.
feel like there should have been like a little more. Like, I get it. Like this
Yeah.
time it's actually off camera, so like Connor can really like Rhea can really see like Connor means it, but like I'm pretty sure she knew from the beginning, so it's like.
I think she like
I
told
don't know.
herself constantly that like, oh, Connor knows I'm acting. He knows that this
Right.
isn't really me, right? But that's her
Yeah.
being delusional when she meets. And I gotta say, who's the voice actress for Rhea? Nympha Mariposa. She really killed it because I didn't expect her to go fully like I'm a nice person. Like I could hear the difference
Yeah.
of Rhea.
Right.
Outside of the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. Same.
The sweet girl
Yeah.
was back, and she was like, "Oh my god, what the hell's wrong with me? It's cool."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl boss gaslight. Yeah.
So, Michael, I remember when you were pitching not pitching, but like when you were suggesting the Rhea wins ending, you had that Rosa clip as like, oh, this would make the greatest foreshadowing ever.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening. I just saw it on TikTok, and I was like, "Wait, that works perfectly with." Like, that wasn't even in my head until I just ran.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Jenny?
Which one?
Okay, Rosa basically says you may win the million, but you'll be alone again. To Rhea in DC2.
Oh yeah, you sent me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what happened. Rosa was right.
That's exactly what happened.
Really fucking
Rosa was right.
That should have been an inside joke that made it in. Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh, that would have been so
That
good.
was amazing.
That's how you know Rosa would make a great parent for Lake. I'm sorry, I'm adding fuel to the fire.
Oh no.
I have gripes
God.
with this host scene. It's like, I feel like it delays the tension. It's so weird. Like I wish it was
Alright,
earlier,
yeah.
like before the bus scene.
Right.
Oh well. It's
Which
Yeah.
host scene?
the
Yeah.
one where they're about Cancun was
Okay.
great.
Fun.
Whatever.
Oh yeah.
I wish that was before the bus scene. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So bye, Crystal, Nina, Marcus, and Oliver. Bye.
Yep. You guys did good.
Bye-bye.
I actually really like Crystal. I almost somewhat like Trevor host season 1 a lot better. But season 3 kind of came around to I really like Crystal a lot more because she gets the job done. She didn't take up space too much, like in terms of the plot line. Like I more blame Trevor for the plot line of the staff. Like Crystal didn't do much. She just focused on being a good host, and for the most part, she succeeded. So I don't really have hate for her.
I agree entirely. 'Cause
I
remember
really
season
like
two, I was like, damn. I was gonna say, like in season 2, I remember I was like, damn, Chris has all this content. She munches away all the contestants. I was like, in season 1, I was like, yeah, Trevor and Derek, way better hosts. Season 3, I was like, wait a second. Crystal's easily the best staff host like I've ever seen. Disventure Camp, I was like, wait, she's way better than Trevhick. She has so much more substance.
Oh my god.
She's not just a born yin yang. She actually has like depth where she can like relate to the contestants. A host would have been designed forever. It's just had to go through development to get there. I think it's like one of the biggest 360s I've ever faced in terms of character perception. Now I like love Crystal to death for the host.
Right. We'll see her one last time for the staff stories.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's been a week.
It's a good episode. It's a really good episode. Cool.
It's good. It's Jared's favorite for some reason. I think it's good. It's not my favorite, but it closes out Crystal's character well.
I can see
So
why
people-
it's Jared's favorite. Retcon's Total Drama.
Who the hell is this Christoph McClain?
Guys, oh my
That's
god.
That's total drama.
But yeah, we have a
That's
little
funny.
montage of all the characters. That was really cute. Aiden James Lake in Germany. Originally there wasn't Rosa. I'm happy that Rosa was added because in the script
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
See, she won't give a break from Sophia to go. But yeah, I was just saying that Rosa won't take time off to go to this Disventure Camp, but she'll take time off.
Unstable.
That's all that
You
matters.
see Ashley, Ashley, Will, Nick, and Lil hanging out. Thought it was cute, even though it contradicts Rich Niche lore. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Oh
Rich
my
Nick
god.
isn't canon.
I
I think people fail to understand that, and Derek says he won't correct them. By the way, like he's like, okay, it's part of the charm is that people think it's canon, so I'll keep it as canon as I can.
Take it for him. Oh my god.
Like, good for you, man. Keep trying.
He could probably find a way to like make it work. He can find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Tam. I think you got to explain the slightly salty joke
Oh,
because even I don't get it.
Yeah.
Even I don't get it.
Oh
you
my
need to slice,
god.
you need to
Do I
slice
have
some salty
to?
lore.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're the one that
shoot.
started it. So.
Oh, yeah.
wait, Tam, can you get the Yule pillow?
The Yule pillow?
Yeah,
I don't have it right now.
where is
I
it?
hope you know what's about to happen. I hope you know what's about to happen. A reactor is gonna watch episode 21 if they haven't already. They're gonna go, why the hell is like Yule's Instagram slightly salty? And then some Disventure Dispatch watcher is gonna be like, hang on, here's a link to like the writers talking about it.
No! It's gonna be live!
They're gonna go
You're
straight to
gonna
you.
get clipped.
Tam, go get the Yule
And
pillow. It's worth it.
Reason
You know
is
what it says
so
on it.
sad.
Get the Yule
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have
Let me
two-
get mine.
Yeah.
Here.
Go get it. This is worth the wait,
Oh my
guys.
god.
Someone
It's
take
worth it.
someone take screenshot of this. I'll put it on the podcast.
Yeah, this is actually worth it for this relevant moment.
Well, crop
But-
Tam's face out.
But yeah, no.
Okay,
like,
so while Tam's gone, what can we talk about?
well, off the top of my head, this was one of the first DC memes. I feel like Yule wasn't that meme worthy before, and then Tam made him meme worthy.
Oh,
Like if I recall, like I don't remember any DC memes before Slightly Salty.
Oh yeah, like I'll be honest.
Thank you.
when
I'm
I
going
watched
there.
DC
Okay, I'm
air-
back. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
okay.
go Tam.
It was tough.
So
Wait.
this
It's
is,
tough.
Tough.
this is
Yeah,
the
the
first,
Did we get
this is
it?
the first DC
Shoot.
meme. It's historic.
Yeah. So Michael got me this, by the way.
Oh Jesus! Jesus Christ!
No, you ordered it.
Oh my
No,
god.
Here is
You
it
ordered it yourself.
It's so big.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Not your fault. Oh my god. He was on my bed for
That's
a moment,
beautiful.
but then he's so chunky. Wait.
Someone take screenshots.
Where's this say?
Closer.
You see it?
and I can't take screenshots.
Oh, it says
Frozen.
slightly salty on there.
Slightly salty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my slightly salty pillow.
And before we explain this,
Book is back.
before we explain
Yes.
this, if you are a child or if you're watching with your parents,
gonna be
please skip like 2 minutes. We're gonna explain what.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
The
Here's a
reasoning
link
is
pop
so
up on the
bad.
screen if you want to skip to this timestamp.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Jpeg more
No
yeah,
editing.
yeah.
No editing. I don't want to edit.
Jpeg,
Tam, explain. Go.
I'm gonna give you some notes to edit.
Does Marks even know about
Yeah.
this? Marks, do you know about Slightly Salty?
I don't know. He was
Like, I'm
there for
actually
that
on the edge
thing.
of my seat, gripping at my pearls right now, waiting to hear because I have no idea what's going on.
Oh my god. I
Oh
wish I
my
could
god.
I don't know if the original tweet is still up. Oh my god, I really want to know. I should look it up in my archives. Cuz I really want to credit this beautiful person who made it. Yeah, so Slightly Salty is a very not safe for work meme that came from the DC2 early days. Is basically talking about Yule's Yule log, basically.
Oh!
Oh.
I don't remember what it was, but it was like uncut, 5.6 centimeters,
Yeah,
slightly angled to the right.
I remember all the
Slightly salty.
So it was
yeah,
like,
lightly trimmed.
yeah.
So bad. Wait, oh my god. Oh, this is so dumb.
It was
Yeah,
so-
we just
Dang, I was
just
just
jamming
two dick jokes.
It was
yeah, for real.
It
Yeah.
was so common to see people posting slightly salty as like a joke. Like, you will
Yeah,
slightly salty.
and it's become like so meme. Like people don't even know the original.
Got it. So we canonized Yule's dick joke. Oh,
Yeah.
I live. We did it.
We did
Yes!
it!
I legitimately don't think they would have put that in if they knew.
Like I said,
I know.
people are like catching on. They were like, "Why is it slightly salty? Do you nut in the
Yeah.
soda?"
Well,
What's going on?
if you ever wanted to
Comment.
know his flavor, there it is.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
And I love the name slightly
So
salty. because,
bad.
Like that's what his face. His face looks slightly salty that he's selling soda and doing a podcast.
I know. Yeah. Because he's doing one of those like insane looks that he always does. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, Michael.
I always thought of it as like slightly salty. You didn't win the mill.
Yeah.
Was the podcasting a reference
No.
to the dispatch? Was that a reference to the dispatch?
Yeah.
Wait! Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Oh,
The play.
Back when I thought this podcast was going to be
myself.
continuing.
Maybe.
No.
oh that's so
Oh.
creepy.
Which, by the way, fans, if you don't know, this is our last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Unless
Wait,
Imer,
what?
Unless Imer fucking carries the torch.
we're gonna have a big.
It's a lot of editing. I don't know.
Oh,
It's like 50
slightly salty about that.
Stay salty. I mean, I'll edit it.
Really, I mean, yeah. Like,
I'm
if
down
you
to
need
edit
to
it.
edit Emer, I will.
I'll edit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My god.
But yeah, Ellie is seen graduating with Tess, and Gabby's seen graduating with Ellie and Tess. It's kind of cute. Thought that was a cute picture. There was a clip that was gonna be like Hunter and Allie, and then a hate comment pops up, and then they delete it. To like show that she's overcome her internet hate. Sad it's not there, but it's fine. They got 1 million followers.
know.
Is that realistic for Twitch? Like, do you get 1 million followers on Twitch? Is that a thing?
It really depends.
Yeah. It's very possible.
On the creator. It
Really?
is possible.
I thought Twitch was like
It's
way
more than
smaller.
Did
possible.
you beat
yeah.
Kai Sinat?
Really?
Twitch is a lot smaller, but it's not so small that you can't get 1 million. I think there are a lot of there are definitely many who've gotten like 3 million, 4 million.
Jesus Christ.
It's very much
The
possible.
Oxy type person. Oh my god, I remember them.
Oh god.
Whenever I talk about unhinged DC2 fans, Oxytie is like one of the first that comes to mind.
Yeah. This was so wild.
Miriam is cooking with Jake. Jake and Tom are at a Chinese restaurant. You know, call back to DC1. Gret is seen working out. Good for her. Alec is seen helping Fury. And the very controversial one, apparently. Connor getting married to a random woman. I've seen a lot of people go, wow, he's marrying like a 20-year-old. It's like, how the fuck do you know her age? We don't know her age.
Yeah, how do you know her age? You know?
Oh wait,
I don't know anything about this lady.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, we see Rhea crying. She looks at her trophies and stuff, and then her sister calls, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Not sure how that's going to be built upon, but yeah.
Will it be built upon?
Dude, even
Oh,
that's the
will
vibe.
Okay, but like, here's the thing: if it's not built upon, then I'm gonna go. Why? Because that call could mean
Right.
anything.
I think.
I don't know.
I think people should expect this is the last time we see Rhea.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I kind of figured, but then like that goes to my question, or I guess not really my question, but like I guess if it is Rhea's last thing, I guess I'm just not sure what the purpose of the Aisha call, what the
Yeah,
purpose
me
of the
neither.
Christmas call was. Yeah.
I didn't add that, so I don't know what that deal was.
Oh really?
So,
Oh okay.
yeah.
I see.
Who added
So,
that?
Okay.
so I-
Jace?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Was it?
I don't remember.
Here's what I'm gonna guess, Genesis. I think it was sure that it wasn't too depressing. Like she still has Ika in her back corner or something. Like
Right.
to show she has someone still out there. But I don't know.
I guess that makes sense.
That kind of
Yeah.
contradicts the theme, though, of her being alone. But it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I
Yeah.
was
That's the
thinking.
thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think people with the phone call, how I saw it was like it's either that she's gonna call her for what she's done to call her out, or B to
Right.
support her.
Yeah.
So it appeases both sides. Whether it's like Rhea
Yeah.
needed someone or Rhea needs no one. I don't know what the call is supposed to be about right now. I think it's a good idea
Nope.
to say Rhea might have someone in the back, or she might have no one in her back.
My
The nail in the coffin, or like salt in the wound,
Yeah.
because the one thing that Rhea expressed on the show that she was scared of was Aisha becoming her, coming out to LA and becoming just like her. And I feel like the only reason why she would call her after all this is to congratulate her, or at least to just talk to her about it. And so, like, that's what I feel like is like Rhea won, and now Aisha's like, oh, this is the path for me to take. And Rhea's like, well, fuck!
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Alaska.
Maybe Isha's like, fuck you,
Let's see,
Rhea.
though.
We're done. We
Base
don't know.
marks.
Who knows?
That does make
Maybe-
sense.
Yeah.
Something that annoys me a little bit is how, you know, people are like, in universe doesn't make sense. Why are people rooting for Rhea? But like in the real world, people are rooting for like characters like Julia who are like toxic. They're like, go, go, go. It's like y'all like girl bosses, okay? People like girl bosses. That's why.
We do like girl bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhea has one line earlier in the episode that says, in 10 years, none of you will be remembered. And I like to think that DC All-Stars will be remembered. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's up to you. But I feel like if we went with the Ashley wins universe, no one's going to remember this. So,
No one's gonna.
Oh,
remember. It's
yeah.
such a safe
Oh,
place.
Yeah. No.
No,
like, people will remember this.
nobody.
In my opinion,
cares
it
about her
sure as hell should be in terms of like the total drama inspired community. In my opinion, I
Yeah.
think in terms of I think I said this before, but in terms of total drama and total drama inspired projects combined, this is my second favorite season out of all of that.
Oh, what's your favorite?
It's really good, and
What's first?
What's first?
my favorite's World Tour.
Did you say World
Okay,
Tour?
fair
Yeah.
enough.
World Tour.
My
Yeah.
favorite's World Tour.
It has songs. It has
Period.
songs. It has the advantage. But yeah.
Yeah, but like again, like in terms of every other total drama season, like Disventure Camp All Stars just beats all of that for me, in my opinion. I think it's super solid. I think it's
I
fantastic.
mean,
And this, yeah, this is coming from someone who's a little worried going into it. Yeah,
I can't rank DC with those are just two different shows for me. You might as well be ranking like Gravity Falls for a fucking regular show. Like those.
Oh,
Yeah.
regular show by far.
I just
Okay.
like ranking. I just like
True.
ranking things in my head. I guess it helps me sort of keep track of myself, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a very sad credit song, piano. It's Keith, who I think did that as a joke like many months ago.
So good.
And I think I was like, we should use this. And then everyone was like,
Uh-huh.
sure, why not?
We should use
Yo, we should use this.
It was a
I love
really
that.
good closing out. It sort of reminds me of like the season 2 ending of Star versus the Forces of Evil,
Jesus
where
Christ.
it's like, you know, initially you have this really happy music for every other episode, and then that one episode is just quiet, you know? Or I guess Gravity Falls season 2 episode 17, where like you have the paper floating in the breeze, you know? Yeah. It gave me that kind of vibe. I liked it. It's good.
Another
Yeah, it was
example
sentimental.
is for intros though, but like in 2003, it would have like goofy or serious music dependent on the type of episode to set the pace in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So stuff like that is nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, that's it. That's episode 21, everyone. We did it.
We did it!
Aww.
Do you want to do MVP
Oh my
LVP
God.
first or
Let's do-
parting thoughts? Let's do MVP LVP first. Both.
Yeah.
Let's do
Probably
MVP
start
LVP
fast.
first. Let's get that
Yeah,
out of the way.
LVP. Yeah.
All right. For both the episode and the season. So, 4 characters. For
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh.
Wait, I gotta look at the
Jesus.
characters. I forgot.
So we're
Yeah.
starting with the LVPs, right?
MVP LVP
Okay.
for both the
I need to
episode
think.
and the season.
And the
The
season.
whole
okay.
season, yeah.
I need
Dude.
to think.
Oh my
And
God.
and like
I need to think on that.
try not to pick the
Okay.
host, I guess. Like cause it's so obvious.
Oh shit.
Yeah, don't
can-
cop out. No
you
more
can-
cop outs.
You can if you want.
No more
I feel
meme
it's a bit of a
pics.
Cop outs.
Yeah, no, I got one.
So, okay, I can start with my LVP for the episode.
Yeah.
God, I gotta write these down.
My LVP for the episode is going to be Jake because how do you fumble the bags that bad? Like, really was an embarrassing defeat at that last round. And so, you know, I just feel like when watching, the character who I was like the most disappointed in was Jake. So, LVP there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alright,
piggyback
no.
and say,
No.
but
No.
mine too.
He had a wooden sword.
Wooden sword.
What do you mean you're gonna
Yeah.
Talk
piggyback?
about
What do you
wood.
mean? Oh, okay. Fair point.
What?
I thought that was who you were gonna LVP too.
Wait,
For the
what?
episode.
For the episode.
I thought
Oh,
that was who you were gonna LVP too for
Yeah.
the episode.
oh yeah, I am.
Jesus.
Jake.
Okay. I mean, fair enough.
You guys already know my thoughts on Jake. They have not changed.
I guess that's
I mean, I
fair.
like him.
That's fair.
I don't know.
But bro got the wind knocked out of him and a boyfriend. Cut this man some slack.
True, but like that makes me even more mad because it's like, oh god. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
We're just,
Maybe my
we're not
choice
sure.
later will make
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone
Touche.
was bad this episode.
I'm really struggling with my LVP season. That one's like
I'm
really
I'm
difficult
struggling.
for me.
Yeah, I'm struggling with my
That one's
MVP for
not
the
hard.
episode.
a pretty obvious pick for the LVP of the season.
Yeah,
Who's not a host?
I think
Yeah.
I'm
Who's
gonna
not a
like.
host? I think Tam knows who it is. But
Yeah.
I know who it is.
will give.
They do it.
Yeah, it's almost like I always shit this character. Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
For the episode, I'm gonna give my LVP to. Can't give it to. I'm gonna give it to Rhea. Like she burned so many bridges. She, acted. She was like, "Connor, the cameras are off," and it's like, "Shut up, go away. No one likes you." Pissed off Alec, pissed off Ellie, pissed off everyone. It's like, come on. Like she won, but did she really win? Putting Rhea.
Mhm.
But Jake was
Sounds
just
like
so
it's gonna end up being
unlikable.
a Jake
like, show
versus
me
Rhea
more.
LVP.
You just.
I know.
We just said people like girl bosses. You just like girl bosses, which is fine.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
Um.
I need to think on
I
this.
shouldn't-
Yeah, I
I
know.
need
I
to
can
think.
go. Okay. All right, because Michael's gone. I'll go with mine.
Oh no.
Okay. I'll
Oh
be honest,
god.
originally, It was Connor. But
Oh.
yeah.
He
Oh.
lost the girl.
But I gotta go with Jake. I just feel like Jake's direction is like, Tom, do not distract me. Where was this out of you this whole season? Jake has never been focused on one thing in the game. Like that's Jake's whole charm is about his character, his interactions with people, making them feel better. He's not like zoned in the win. Like I get it's 3 million, but I wish there was more of that motivation for Jake for the money. That's why I'll have to give him
Why
my
is Mark's
LVP.
crawling? Not Mark's. Why's Michael crawling?
She's crawling.
I wish I had the call
Oh my
recorded.
god.
Alright,
Yeah.
Jenny, Miranda, Michael.
Oh, who
For
wants
the
to go?
episode? For the episode, I think I will give my LVP to Jake, just because, like, what Emer said, I feel like he wasn't, like, as focused as he should have been. Jenny,
Right.
what are you doing?
Is that a good thing? So you don't want less Jake screen time?
Listen, I mean, I don't think Jake was done poorly, but in terms of gameplay, I just think I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't deliver where it mattered. So,
Okay,
yeah.
Jenny, to be fair, there's 2 characters to choose from. All the helpers are really good. So. There's like 2.
Right.
Yeah, it's a hard decision.
Yeah,
like,
but there were plenty of helpers.
Alright. Michael,
I
I'm
love
gonna lose my fucking mind.
Is
Okay,
this the
well,
LVP of the episode?
Yeah.
now I have to give it to Rio because
Yeah,
that's like
thank you.
that's the choice.
Oh my god, these people just like
That's the
girl
only
bosses.
objectively correct choice.
If y'all
Oh
got
my
into
God.
this show like 7 years ago, if you guys were 7 years younger, you'd have like Julia profile pics. That's the kind of people y'all are.
No, I don't. I hate Julia.
No.
Or
Wait, 7
whatever.
years?
I don't like Julia
Maybe not
much,
7.
man.
Maybe like 10 years. Yeah, if you were 10 years younger.
No. No, I
No,
mean, it's just
honestly
something about the
I hate
episode
Julia
and the way
more.
it's framed.
Okay. I'm also gonna put LVP of the episode as Rhea. I feel like she's designed
Oh, thank
specifically
you.
for that title this episode. Like, there's never been a more clear cut, like, we wrote it so she'd be LVP of the episode. So I don't know how I
Yeah,
can't choose
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
but it's
I
really
didn't fall for the tricks.
And yet 4 people chose
Look, I'm not putting Jake in LVP.
She won that bag.
Because he's
fair
okay.
and
Look, if
square.
Jake won the season, then fine, yeah, LVP because it's so shoehorned in, right? Oh, you got all this love and now you win. It's like no, it's too much. So I'm glad he lost.
I think we're defining LVP as different things right now.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, MVP of the
I
episode.
like that she was embarrassing.
Who wants next? MVP. Who's the
I'll just take it so no one copies me.
okay.
I'm gonna say Ellie. I think this is a very also obvious pick for me because out of all of my inclusions, that's the one I really wanted to stay because I feel like as much as a lot of the people who think I hate Ellie for some reason, I really thought that she was done dirty for a lot of the season. And this kind of like got her back to like some form of like redemption because like I don't think she was like she's realistic. Like when she made like Jake and Tom kiss, for example, in episode 6, people often claim that as a scene of character assassination, but Ellie's just someone who doesn't care. She's someone who finds Jake annoying and kind of comedic. That's why she likes toying with him.
Mhm.
But it's not as malicious as you think. She's not as evil. She's not as kind as you think. It's somewhere in the middle. She's the gray area.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the hell I'm going with this. She fucking did well this episode. Continue.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Ellie was done dirty. I think she just had an arc. You know, got to be negative first and then positive. You know.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't misinterpret it as I'm saying she's badly written. I know how y'all like doing that. Fucking assholes.
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah, people gotta realize, people gotta be negative before they become positive. Tom's more satisfying because he was such an asshole before. Now he's like good or okay at least. He's okay.
Right.
True.
Ooh, actually.
Same with Ellie. Same with Hunter. Same with all these people.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? MVP. It's hard as well, actually. People are pretty decent this episode.
MVP of this episode for me had, you know what? I'll do it. My MVP was Tom because he was nothing but supportive. And
Tom
he was
finally got
sweet.
MVP! He finally did it!
He was sweet to Jake.
Wait,
He was caring. Was he a little self-interested? Yes, but that's what makes a multidimensional character. We don't like characters who are just like, oh, I'm going to keep doing things for you and just like being your supporter. No, he's doing it for his own selfish intent too. Love a multidimensional king. Pop off, Tom.
I was actually thinking about putting Tom as my MVP as well, but I did not.
Oh, okay.
God.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Well,
I will
okay,
hold
think
off on
mine-
saying
I
it,
think
though.
mine's pretty cut. Oh. Okay.
I'll hold off. You go,
I think
Jenny.
mine's pretty cut and dry.
Yeehaw.
I'm giving my MVP to Connor.
Damn it.
Oh,
Dang.
really?
I'm not playing into it this time.
Oh wait, that makes sense.
But yeah, well, okay. It's mainly because like it's very interesting to me. Wait, am I delayed? I'm slightly
No, you're fine,
delayed.
you're fine.
God damn. Okay. Well, okay. Connor, like, it's very interesting to me because I feel like Connor got the last laugh on someone who actually did win the season, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that to me is like a huge victory in and of itself because like I mean the whole idea behind Rhea is that she won the game but she lost the game of life, I guess. I guess that's the poeticness of it. But like it's just seeing Connor like find happiness through other means that wasn't the million and just like shedding Rhea off like she was like a piece of hair or something. Okay, that's a weird analogy. But you know what I mean? Shedding Rhea off just very it just all felt satisfying to me. And he deserves the best. Or like he deserves everything that's nice in the world and I'm happy
Jenny.
he's like getting that for himself.
Jenny, it's so funny because I also had my MVP as Connor. Yes!
Let's go! Let's go!
I think that like you nailed it right on the head, Jenny. I definitely think that like like the big theme of the episode to me felt like it was closure, and I feel like Connor finally got the closure that he needed, and telling Rhea off, and then falling in love and getting married to another woman. Like his story just feels so complete, and I couldn't be happier for him.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what he deserves.
Oh, it really is. Bless his soul, man. He went through shit this season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. I say that when he skipped out on like 6 episodes, but like, you know.
It's only 7, 8, 9. I was fine.
Oh. 7, 8, 9, 10, but then you also got to count episode 19.
He was there. 19.
Okay, I guess that's 5.
He was there in 19. What are you talking about? He got fed soup by Miriam.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh
I
yeah.
am surprised Miranda did not pick this
forgot.
character, and by saying that, I made it very obvious who it is. I'm gonna give it to Alec here.
I thought about it, but I was like, no, that's too easy for me.
Okay.
I want to be creative, right?
I was pretty solid.
Respect the self-control.
You know, he got
love Alec, though.
pushed around by a rag doll by Rhea early in the season. A lot of people are a little confused as to his spot in the season as a whole. But you know, I think this episode did a lot to him. That, you know, thank God he didn't get concluded in his elimination episode. Yeah, I think there's a net positive for Alec here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I've got stuff to say about Alec. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're saving it for the elevator.
I'm saving it.
Let's go.
There we go.
Ooh.
I've done all guys for the last like 7 episodes. Jesus.
Wow.
What are you, gay?
Mm-mm.
Because I did all girls for the first like 15 episodes. I had to compensate.
Oh gosh.
You gotta even it out.
Fair enough.
Crisis.
Fair enough.
All right, Tam and Imer.
Oh god.
Alright.
Mm.
Cam, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, you can go.
Alright. As the episode ends, Connor says, everyone has changed except for you. And that is why. I'm a leopard who doesn't change his spots. I have to pick Rhea as my MVP. I thought she was just
Yes.
her lowest
knew it.
low.
I knew it.
I thought she was embarrassing. I was like, like every little moment of Rhea is like she's meant to be pathetic. like when she threw the rock, she wasn't badass. She was like a fucking dumbass because she didn't know how to throw it. She's, everything of Rhea is that she's a loser. I like that. She's not a badass. She has everyone just sees her as a cry for help that needs it, and I just think that was just so beautifully done in the writing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's my
I agree.
MVP.
That's what Michael said.
Sorry, who was it, Imer?
Yeah.
He's just
Rhea.
Rhea. For MVP of the episode.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, Cam.
What?
Last one.
What?
What did you think he was gonna pick?
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Whoa!
My goodness.
Was waiting for that.
Who did you want in a pick? Oh my god.
Anyone else?
I was close to Alec, Tom, and Ellie,
Oh.
but I was just like, I gotta be different.
All right. Yeah, okay.
I really want to put Rhea too. I'm not gonna lie. I fought for her so hard in the proofreaders group chat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sam, can you
I
please
feel
put Allie?
bad.
Your win.
Put Ellie. Put Ellie.
Put Allie.
Ali, no,
It's like your character arc. She's the one who you hated.
no. I mean, she was good, but I won't give her all that.
You have to give her the MVP.
Yeah.
No, I already did it before her.
If you think
No,
about it, that's you giving yourself
that's
MVP.
enough.
If you think about it.
Wait, did you already
That's actually
give-
owning up to
Yeah,
it.
she did an episode. 14. In episode 14.
Was it 18?
18.
No,
Oh,
14.
14.
No, 15. Sorry,
Oh.
15.
15?
The flip episode. Yeah.
I
Oh,
haven't-
damn. She was...
Oh yeah.
Damn, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
No, I can't own up to the fact that no, I'm not Ali for real.
Okay. Well, there's only one person that I won't accept you giving it to, and you already know who it is. So.
Why? Oh, okay. Should I do it? No. Why not? You
get
don't
one
never let
line.
me have anything.
Damn.
One line.
Oh my god.
Damn,
And he ate
you could
that
be a
line, like Mark
leopard.
said.
You don't have
he
to
ate
change your
that line.
spot.
You did.
Oh my gosh. I know. Okay,
He
the
has a
final episode.
podcast with Slightly Salty.
Slightly salty. This will be so delusional of me though. Okay, I'll pick Fiore.
Okay.
I liked it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
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 Yeah, I'll be fair. I liked that little. I wasn't expecting that. Like I read the script, and then when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, that's so cute."
It's so sweet.
That is the third
It's
time in
so good.
21 episodes she picked a girl for MVP.
Oh, really?
You always pick guys.
Wait,
Okay.
how many?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Wait, how many times have I picked a girl?
Like 3. This is the third time.
Oh, you're lying.
Yeah,
you're
no,
lying.
I'm lying.
Oh,
I think it's more.
It's like
Oh my
5.
God.
I'm lying. It is 5.
Gaslight.
oh,
gatekeep.
that sounds wrong. Girl bossing me for real. Yeah, Fiore was cute. I like that little moment. Like, it just reminded us that she's just a kid.
She's just
Oh,
a
we all
girl.
chose different
She's
people.
just a girl.
Except Genesis and Miranda. We all chose different people.
Oh wait, wait a
Oh, yeah.
pick. I forgot.
Oh,
Connor, yeah.
Yeah.
oh.
That's good.
All right, everyone. MVP, LVP for the season as a whole.
Oh, I'm so ready for this.
All right.
Oh my god,
yeah.
literally.
It's tough. Like, I'm
We're
like,
gonna see a couple rants in here, I can tell.
All right.
Yeah, I want
Oh,
to start off
hate is
swinging.
Yeah.
I think that every character this season served their purpose in a way that was meaningful and intentful, and so my LVP goes to the character who I think was strategically the worst this season, and whose elimination, had it not happened, would have changed pretty much how the season played out. And for that reason, my LVP is Lake. So,
Right.
Lake,
Right.
I just think that throwing away your entire game
I'm
for
gonna go, by the way.
Aiden just wasn't smart. Like, what do you mean you're going to get into a girls' alliance and also not vote out Aiden, leaving one person on the team that you're willing to vote out? So if your team loses twice, nobody can trust you. Like, you're just not playing smart. She's not playing intelligently. And so for that reason, I'm out on her.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's a really good pull. Fuck, and I wish I said that. Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Oh my god,
I'm gonna-
she's sitting.
I thought about doing
I'm-
Lake, but
I'm gonna piggyback Marks, and it's not because like, oh, she was written worse in All Stars. No, I think this is about consistent with DC2. You know,
Ooh.
last time she had like no
Ooh.
strategy scenes. Last time she
Ooh.
didn't confront the antagonist who got rid of her. You know, this time she actually did have strategy and confronted the antagonist. Granted, not great strategy, but at
Right.
least it's there. At least it was there.
she had the character development of getting a backbone to stand up against somebody, but like strategically, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, in every list of this, she's dead last on my character ranking, but like she's not bad. I'm not gonna call her bad. She's just the worst out of all of them. Someone has to be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going next? I guess I'll go next. My LVP, similar to what Marks was saying, but I think it's such a good pick. I'm gonna probably say Tess. I think that's another example similar to Lake, where I think Tess. I know a lot of people like Tess. I like Tess. I think she's a fun enough character. There's a time when I thought she was the new Dan, though. I thought she was kind of like falling into the. Sorry, Jess. She's kind of falling into the role of like no personality and just being there as a source of comfort for people like Ellie and Aiden, and it was getting a little bit dull. And the one time where she started getting interesting, she made the decision to cut Ellie, which you could debate whether that was a good or bad move, but in the end, it did bite her in the ass right afterwards. So we'll say bad move. So,
and Michael,
that's kind of what I remember her. What's up?
I agree with you.
Oh shoot! No way! All right, now I
don't think that. Yeah.
I don't think she was mishandled in any way. Like I think to who, but I almost think she could have gone sooner if something like this was planned for her. But
right,
yeah, I hate that original boot order where she's final off.
I like the.
Oh my gosh!
Everyone thought she was like guaranteed the spot, and I was like, no, we're not.
Oh
right.
God!
We're not
Yeah.
Like, I think making Allie go further was like a really smart decision. Swap last minute.
That was the first swap in the boot order, I think, as well.
Yeah, that was a good one. You know how many fans Allie's have now? People actually like Allie.
Yeah, broske.
Broske.
Yeah.
All right, Miranda, Imer, Tam, Genesis.
Mine's kind of a little bit of a controversial one, I think.
Oh gosh.
Watch Miranda and me get the same one again.
I swear to God, are we on the same? Let's see. My LVP for the season is Ellie. I don't know. For me, she was just the most disappointing in terms of like her placement and how she played the game. I was really expecting her to get a little bit further, and I expected her to do more with like the Villains Alliance, but she really just kind of stuck to messing with Jake for like the majority of the time she was in the game. I will say after she was out of the game, so much better. Like amazing, wonderful. But while she was in the game, I was just expecting so much from her, and I just like didn't get it. So that's why she's there.
Yeah.
And to add on to what you were saying, I didn't pick Ellie, but to add on to what you were saying, I almost feel like they went out of the way to make Ellie more cartoony bad than she like was in the first season, if that makes sense.
They didn't make her as like morally gray.
I felt.
Right.
Yeah. Which that was part of the appeal to her.
What do you mean morally gray? She just told Jake in the cave to go fuck himself and eat shit and die. What do you know?
Well, no, that's season one. That's season one.
Season one.
Okay, fine.
She derailed to get there.
We're saying season 3 made her less morally gray. Yeah.
I think derailed in a sense that like she got mentally worse, not in a sense that her writing got worse. But
yeah. I know. I didn't mean it in a writing sense. No.
Yeah, fine. Imer had his soapbox. I'm gonna have my soapbox. Okay, it's fine.
Very good, Imer.
Imer?
We don't talk about
Imer, Tam, and me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We don't talk about that.
No, this is hard.
It's tough. I really want to say a person, but I'll get so much flack.
Yeah. I'm gonna put an emoji.
No. It's not the glasses. It's not the glasses person.
Do it.
Okay. Right.
Tam, she's in my top. Tam, she's in my top 10. Do it. What the fuck?
All right.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm gonna say It's
Oh,
I think certain episodes really recontextualize this character. Because of a lot of time where it didn't, I have to give my LVP to Aiden.
Okay.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say
Like-
Gret.
I did think about giving it to Aiden.
No, yeah, give it to
Yeah.
Gret. Sounds fun.
Because she also didn't
I feel
do
like
much
it
through the pre-merge, but
Yeah, but I knew Gret was cooking with like episode 4. I was like, wait, this is good, even though she was silent. But yeah, I think Aiden's biggest problem is he never really finds his role. I did like at the pre-merge, I was like, whoa, he's beefing with Ellie. This is interesting. This is a new interactions I wanted. But it doesn't really go anywhere. It's nice for episode 8, but like a lot of the scenes go to staff, so you kind of lose that tension. And after that, Aiden was kind of like lost. But I will say though, superhero episode, I liked Aiden a lot there. I just feel like it was a little too late. He wasn't bad. Like I don't think there's any bad written character or the contestants. But I just feel like he just gets he's like the low ball because of it.
Like I had to specify
Have to put 'em.
contestants. That's funny.
You know what will happen.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we're not including hosts because the list would be a little too samey.
mm-hmm.
Tam and Jenny.
It'd be unanimous.
all
like
right.
people say.
I don't.
Tam, it all depends whether you want to go before me or not. I'll let you choose.
I'm still
You want me to
deciding.
go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go. My LVP is Gret. I'm
Viewers, please send your hate.
How dare!
Please send your hate to
People get
YouTube,
shocked.
youtube.com/gggenesis9876. Please send your hate that way.
Listen.
Also, people are confused by
Okay,
Jessica's
let me
bullying. This is
explain.
why.
This is why.
Okay, let me hear me out. Okay. I feel like there were a lot of All Stars really surprised me in a lot of ways, but Gret's arc was not one of them. Not once during Gret's arc did I feel like, oh wow, this is something really new and interesting, or this is something that's really pushing the boundaries of my expectations in any way. I saw Gret, and I saw the first couple episodes, and I was like, yeah, I kind of knew what we were getting out of this, and it pretty much happened note for note. I think the only things that really made me interested in Gret's arc was one, just seeing Gret and Gabby together was nice. But there was the whole Gret and Gabby thing, and also just Yule's sort of downfall was just very satisfying to watch as well. But other than that, I see no real reason to really be invested in Gret's arc, and that's why I was really worried when she was winning as well. It's not like I was infuriated whenever she was whenever her arc was going on. I was like, oh my god, please let this end. No, I still had fun, but I was more interested in the stuff that I couldn't really predict, or I was sort of interested, even if I knew what was going to happen, I was excited to see where it went, But yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jenny.
There's my explanation, alright?
Hey, Jenny.
Ah!
I also agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't. That's why Lake and DC2 never worked
Like-
for me. I don't like the most generic. It's not generic, but the most
Yeah,
expected
yeah.
stuff, right?
Right.
Right.
Right, yes. I fully agree with
Where it's
you, yeah.
Yeah,
from
it's
episode
like-
1, you can tell that Gret is gonna have a girl boss moment against Yule, right? Everyone saw that coming.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
over the
yeah.
age of 16 saw that
Yeah.
coming. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Exactly. That's part of the reason why I don't really like Lake that much. She's fine. She's the one I get along with the most in terms of everyone there, but
yeah, because she's a plank of wood. Okay, anyway.
what ads?
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Tammy. That's
Yeah.
it?
Go on, Cam.
Last
Well, while we're starting fires, I was gonna go for the obvious. I was gonna go for the obvious, but you guys made me think. I'm gonna go for Ashley.
Oh.
Oh, Jenny.
Ashley. Ooh, don't fight me, Jenny. Don't.
Oh.
Genesis is mad. He's so mad.
You for real? Oh, are you for real? Oh my god!
Like, okay.
I thought the
All right.
jokes were. Oh. Oh my god.
Okay. I can sort of see where you might be going with this, but we'll see. We'll see how like the Gam duo is shaking a little bit. Let's see what happens. All right, we'll wait for it to
Tam, that's the
stabilize. Hang on a second.
Tam, that's the nicest fuck you I've ever heard.
Literally. Oh my god. I feel the disappointment. I feel it. I wish you would have just said fuck you. Oh my god.
No, I would never tell you that, Tam. I would never.
All right.
Oh my god. Hear me out though. Hear me out. Oh my god.
Go on, Tam. Go on.
I mean,
Yeah,
well, I
present your
don't.
case.
I actually don't even have much. I mean, just like look at it for yourself.
What do you mean?
She's the biggest support character ever. I cannot. Like, I love her. I love her to death.
Lake is literally right there.
And Tess too.
But they were only there for like
About that
Ashley's
one,
worse.
Mike.
how many episodes?
It does.
But Ashley, I loved Ashley. But I will only remember her by that freaking stupid monologue, that farm barn scene where she's talking about it for 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my god,
Okay.
I'm traumatized.
Okay, that I'll you know what? That's fair. That right there is fair. But I just want to say, give support characters more credit, because if you wanted Ashley to be a main character, then she'd be the most basic ass main character ever.
You're right.
I'm just saying,
fair.
she worked way
Right.
better.
I don't know
That
what
is
people
true,
want. Like,
though.
when characters fight, they get mad. When people are too friendly, they get mad. What the fuck do you guys want? You want friends? You want conflict?
Yeah.
That's true.
Why are these characters fighting? They're fighting so much. It's almost like it's a drama-centered show. Then when their friends like so boring, they're friends. Why they need to fight more? It's like, guys, pick a side. Fucking hell.
Literally.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I will say, like, I understand the argument of people saying Ashley is a Mary Sue. I fully get it. You have a point. Yes. But I think one part of that was that made her downfall even sweeter, is because she was too much of a Mary Sue that, she had to be taken out,
True. True.
her flaw was that she had no flaws, exactly.
She have no flaws.
And-
She was yelling,
Right.
burn the camp to the ground.
Have you noticed this too? I'll help. I think with Ashley, I noticed this because she does play the game. They refuse to admit she's a morally great game player. When it's like, oh my god, Ashley made a move. It's like, nope, Jake did it. I'm like, wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not much risk put into Ashley's character.
Yeah.
I do get that.
Yeah.
The whole point of the risk was that she was... Okay.
Replace her with Lil.
Anyway.
Oh wait, that'd be kind of hype.
Lil. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like,
Hey,
Ashley in episode 10's
y'all can
performance,
keep
like-
your MILFs. Genesis will keep his blondes. It's fine.
Honestly, though, like, I feel like episode 10 in itself, like, it helped Ashley a lot because of Crystal's performance of the character. Wait, damn, this really hurts this boot because of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know about that. Okay, I will move on, but I don't know about that.
MVP of the season. This is
Right.
it, everyone. Our favorite.
I'm
character.
on a happy note.
And on a happy
Ah.
note, everybody.
Happy.
Who is your favorite
And
character?
on a
You
of
happy
the
can put
season?
Ashley as your MVP.
And
to
you can rank it
Ooh.
either like the best character or like most improved. I don't know. It's up to you. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what? I kind of want to shake the barrel a bit. I'm gonna pick MVP. It's a great. I feel.
Oh.
All right.
What?
The
What?
reason for this is
Ooh.
real. Okay. The reason for this is if you're a DC1 Gret fan, you would realize her edit was kind of minimal of it. She would like not be evolved much because like merge. Just like, yeah, Gret's there. In this season, I really felt Gret's impact. Since the pre-merge, we'd see Gret try to position herself better. No rejects it. You see the pain Gret feels every episode. I think was really well done and hinted. And then the superhero episode. Not even just super, like episode 9. I feel like that was like my favorite episode pre-merge wise. I think it shows there's a reason why you got to root for Gret's character. And we see this bond of Gabby and Gret. If we see how she uses Gabby once again, it's like it's gonna go dark. Then episode 10 it proves Gret's still like trying to be nice. It's just Jules around her. When episode 13 happened, I think a lot of fans went to Gret's side. They're like, "Whoa, Gret's amazing now." And like when we see her like shake out Alec, the biggest bad person, before put a lot of fear in people's like spots. Like if you go after Alec, you're next. Gret didn't care, and then when her boot happened, her like horse thing with like Autumn was a baby. It was like you both your kids equally. I just thought it was just so. People said, "Why did Gret go now? That's a winner arc." I feel like no, she won in herself. She found independence, and I think Yule was her last step there, and I just think it was done beautifully.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was deep in thought.
I thought that the Lord of the analysis would pick a more analysis worthy character, but fair enough.
Yeah, no, I like my simple stuff too.
Fair enough. I will give my MVP to Miranda for being a YouTuber that did not go passive aggressive, unlike all the other YouTubers who got really mad. Really salty. I think Miranda through thick and thin, even with the choices that I'm kidding. This is a joke, by the way. This is a bit.
I know it's a bit.
No, this is a bit because I saw a YouTube and I just saw like this isn't even a popular one, so it's like one that got 20 views and it's so passive aggressive the description. So I was like, never mind. I'm like, wow. for being a reviewer that did not go all passive aggressive and angsty because it's just a fucking fictional show, guys. Calm down. No, but for real, I will.
No, I will fully agree. Miranda's.
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
You go.
No, you know what? I'll save it for the end because that's gonna be our wrap up.
Yeah. Oh, I don't need to cry yet. It's fine.
This is our last episode, so we can call people out and we won't get in trouble for it.
That's so mean of you.
No. But I'm gonna I might get judged for this, but I'm gonna have to give it to Mr. Easy Money himself, Mr. Hunter. I know that's kind of like a weird take because it's like Hunter is but like I think Michael said it to Blue at one point. Blue, okay, people like Hunter now. Shut up. So I was like, yeah. I think you said
That's fair.
Oh my god!
Like I don't think he's the greatest character ever, but it's nice to see this guy who had a rough season 2 get the much more intentional and positive season 3. Especially his end. Yeah, I feel like episode 19 is like really carried him a whole lot in terms of just being a positive little himbo guy, especially compared to Tom, who I think he went a little too far. Yeah, no, I thought Hunter. I think honestly, I want to see him come back without Tesseract. I think that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there you go. After all my railed comments, there you go. There you go, JMO.
Yeah.
Here your flowers. I also do think JMO is one of the better voice actors. Like I don't want to rank them all, but I'd say he's in the top like 5.
Oh, next video, by the way, ranking the voice actors on
no.
Google.
Oh no!
The way we did that before. The way we did that.
That's crazy. We did do that before in a rank down, and me and Tim felt so bad. Michael won that one.
I know.
I think Michael won.
Yeah. Michael.
That is my proudest achievement of my entire life.
I think our reasoning was that with like old man and nerd, there's so many obvious things you can do, and he didn't do the most obvious thing for either of them, so that's good.
Yeah.
You can do, I'm an old man. I'm a nerd. Hello, everyone. And he didn't do that, so it's good.
Right. The bar was low.
Where's Bassin though? Like,
Who's what? He's what?
I'd say it's like borderline Passin. Like it is definitely not as bad as like nerd like from an anime, but he's still up there. He's still a little squeaky.
I've seen some auditions. They're like, hello everyone, I'm Oliver. Hello, I pooed my pants. And Michael,
I refuse to watch those.
Didn't quite do that.
Was it Minetta?
Yeah.
I'm going for Minetta right now.
Oh god.
No. Give me it to Hunter.
But yeah, the voices are good though. I just joke around.
There you go, Crit. You get some Hunter representation here. Right. Who's next? We got 5 of you goobers to go.
Oh god. Okay. This will be my like final gift to Jpeg. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who?
This is what she wanted, right? From earlier? I'll
Wait,
give it
you're
to-
not actually gonna choose. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I am.
No way.
It's Ali. It's gonna be Ali. I freaking hate.
Tamale.
Where's Broske? Someone tell Broske.
Yeah,
Broske?
Broski, where are you? Put the Broski signal on. Oh my god. Oh, just if you were here from the DC2 days, you would I don't know, understand maybe or something. Maybe I am actually Ali. I don't know, but I mean, kudos to Jobber, Michael, and everybody for actually making me like her. Like, I think Ali felt human. Like in DC2, she was a complete AI. Like, thank you, I'm going there. Oh my god. I'm sorry. But in DC3, yeah,
She
I
was
don't
the
know.
AI without the Somnium files.
Exactly.
Imer, you're the only one that
Yeah,
gets that reference.
I don't-
I'm sorry.
I'm the only one that gets it.
What? I was.
Oh.
It's a game that you're
But-
gonna play in like 2026 once you finish Ace
I
Attorney.
seen
Yeah, literally.
you guys were talking about
Oh,
her.
AI
Oh my
Somnium
god.
files. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think
I get what
that
you mean,
like she was a good choice. Like, I think she balanced it out between like Jake and Rhea. I feel like her I don't know, the whole like flip thing, I think that and like the decision to bring her over Tess, that all I was fighting for that. I was fighting my life for those decisions because I was so burned by DC2. But yeah, overall I think in the Huntali stuff, even that is just I came around to it, so I don't know. I like it. I liked her arc.
Yeah, no, I definitely most improved by like very wide
Yeah.
margins. You
Oh,
don't like
yeah.
her, you can't.
Yeah.
She went from a -10 to even like a 3 out of 10. Even if
Yeah.
you don't like her, like that's a
Literally,
massive
Yeah.
margin.
He gets
yeah.
the advantage of being
Cool.
that bad in DC2.
Yeah. And she's like not even under the water. She's like under like the ground too. Like
Yeah. They
and
dug
then,
her
like,
back
and then
up.
she like risen up.
Yeah, they got her
It's like
Yeah.
a fossil.
out of the trash and put her in, I don't know, the ground. It's still not high, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, I like
Yeah.
her. You know.
It's
Also, based on Joy
Awesome
for
picture.
in the Patreon shoutouts, Joy, the voice of Ali, she was like she read like Gret should have won the. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. Oh my god.
I was like, oh
Oh
shit.
god.
Everyone was like,
Dude.
If you're an Ali fan, you
Like,
can't be a
no
Gret fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, ooh.
gotta pick one or the other.
Mm-mm. Oh,
Mhm.
wait. Oh,
All right, who wants to go next?
I'm a Gret fan.
Cam, you're a
I'll
Gret
go.
fan?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I love Gret. Oh, what? What is?
I'm probably gonna have to pick. I just realized how much
Okay,
someone's gonna
alright,
quote, but I'm
alright.
gonna have to pick Rhea.
Never mind.
What? Wait.
It's because the reason why I gave LVP for Rhea and the reason why I'm giving MVP for Rhea for the whole season now, it's based on different criteria. I gave Rhea LVP for the episode.
Ooh.
Because she was like too far gone at that point. It was more of like a morality standpoint where like she was just like shooting herself in the foot. This one I'm giving her an MVP from a writing perspective because I did not see. God damn you, Emer. Anyway, I fully did not see exactly where she was going to go this season. Don't get me wrong. I have my complaints and I have voiced them plenty. But what they did with her was really cool. And I'm very happy with that. And I refuse to pick the obvious MVP that I would have picked otherwise. So I'm going with Rhea.
Okay.
That's what
My
happened.
god. You would have. Oh god. Okay. Let's go!
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that for you.
What? It's a
Dennis.
co.
All right, M or M. Here we go.
Okay.
MMRM.
Oh shit.
Any of the M's?
Let's let Mark
So
go
is
last.
it
He
just
always
three
goes
of us?
first. Yeah, it's just the three of you. Let's let Mark go last.
Okay.
He always goes first.
Okay, okay.
Perfect.
Michael, you want to go first?
Sure. So I can't wait for Jpeg to stats, by the way, of like the MVP, LVP,
Oh,
with
yeah,
no
yeah.
explanation, because it's gonna make me look extremely narcissistic when I tell you guys who I chose. But I'm gonna choose my MVP as Connor for the season, and I'm gonna tell you first off, it has nothing to do with my performance or anything I wrote for him. I'm talking outside of what I did. I think he is the MVP of the season, and I'll explain really quickly. So, out of everyone in the season, he's probably the one that people argued the most doesn't deserve to be here. And when he started out, I think that he immediately proved that wrong by showing people that he's not just a support for Rhea. I think that was mitigated with Alec Connor, which I think was a really smart move, breaking them off really early. Connor and Alec get to have that development, which developed Alec as well in the same time. So Connor really helped both parties as well as himself. Once he got voted out, that's him learning his lesson about trying to change Rhea and then coming back, fighting his way back in. And this is where people are going to start disagreeing. But I'm going to say this. I think that Connor is at his best after he returns. And here's why. Episode 14, I've seen people cite episode 14's final dock scene with Connor and Jake as a really well-written scene. And no one seems to really say why. I think some people have like explained it a little bit, but I've never seen someone who exactly gets why, because I thought about this a lot for the scene. Is this scene with Connor fixes a couple things about him. Number one, this whole time we're led to believe that he kind of joined this season just to support Rhea, and he's basically bending over backwards for no reason, because we know Connor's rich. He has a lot of he gets girls all the time. Why the hell is he breaking his back for this one girl? And this scene kind of shows that Connor not only didn't earn anything that he has up to this point, but also it gives him a reason to have that attachment to Rhea, have that attachment to wanting to start a family, but is too cowardly to do so, giving him very realistic flaws that connect him back to DC2, while also retroactively growing that conflict in season 3. Like, should he continue to be there for Rhea, or is this something deeper within himself? And then the rest from episode 15 to 18, it's him building off of that and deciding that he's bigger than, his age defining him, and he's able to push Rhea finally to the side and get that underdog story arc that I think like he didn't expect him to get, but he got. And yeah, that's why Connor's my number one. And he got that happy ending. So I think he was dropped the ball the least out of every character on the season. My take.
Right.
I know people agree.
That really just wrapped up everything for me. Like, this was Connor's his growth. He needed to experience this at his age. Yeah, and this was good for him. And I'm glad they used that from DC2 to now.
Right.
I agree.
But yeah, I know people will disagree, but
Oh yeah.
Miranda, it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know you weren't done yet. Mine is so predictable. It's you guys know who my MVP is for the whole season.
Yeah, Hunter.
I'm not subverting expectations here. But no, my MVP is Alec. Alec is my favorite Disventure Camp character. He always will be, and his conclusion to his story that doesn't change anything with me. What I loved about Alec, the reason he's my favorite is because there were so many different paths his story could take, and even though his story is concluded now, I still feel like that's true, because like now that he has Fiore in his life, Connor's potentially going to introduce him to people. There's a whole world out there waiting for Alec, and the possibilities are endless. He has a fresh start, and he really just like went through a whole crisis throughout the whole season. Like, he started out so strong, so confident, and then the thing with Rhea happened, and they kissed, and he just completely spiraled from there. And I feel like he just, like, had the growth that he needed to have in order to, like, move on with all the pain that he went through. And he really just, like, I don't know, blossomed into, like, a really just great character. I just loved his whole arc from start to finish. So, yeah, I love him so much.
And I'd love to piggyback off of that. Like Miranda, I actually also I fully support you in that. I agree with everything. I also had Alec extremely high up on my list because of those reasons. I think people like to think of his final episode 16 in the game, and think like, oh, they ruined Alec's character.
No,
But
I
you
like
have to,
never
look at
thought
it as a
that.
whole.
Like, I never thought that.
Right.
Like,
I think
I always thought, like, okay, fresh start.
okay. Right, exactly. Of the entire season. And I'm telling you right now, that was done on purpose.
That's the point. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the point.
He has the most winner edit, I'd say, out of anyone in the pre-merge. Developed the Villains Alliance, having Alec Connor. Like, there's a lot to Alec that makes him go far. It's post-merge where he and Rhea are together, and then he has those conflicting emotions, discovering who he is truly, and deciding to be a better person, and then he goes out like a king.
Yes. And, like, what better play for him to go out on like, what better way for Alec to go than an idol play? Like, there's no better option.
That's the only way you could take the king down, yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Marks, take us out.
Ew.
The final
Oh, I'm
one.
stressing because I really don't know.
Oh, no, this whole time he's just been panicking.
Like, literally, I've just been, like, listening to everything. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Because, like, if I'm going off of my personal opinion on who my favorite character was this season, my favorite character was Ellie. Just because, like, she's an icon. She's an icon, and her storyline was kind of funny, and I like how it wrapped up towards the end. If we're going based off of who made me laugh the most, which is part of the reason why I love Disventure Camp, I would have said, and honestly, something I don't think Michael brought up is Connor. I am such a fan of cringe humor. I loved the comedic effect that Connor brought to the season, and just how over dramatic, and also, I forget what slang word he used, but he was like, "What's VR?" And then in another instance, he used some kind of slang. He said "Riz," and I'm like, so he knows what Riz is, but he doesn't know what VR is. Like, I see where his priorities are. So, and also, I just do love the whole, like, I think it's just a funny storyline of, I'm gonna quit for Rhea, and then I'm gonna quit to make sure Rhea loses. I just thought that was funny. So, but I feel like in order to stay true to my LVP being Lake, I have to choose who I think is the best strategist. And I have to agree with Genesis. I think it's Rhea.
Ooh.
I think my MVP of the season has to be Rhea, just because Rhea showed no flaws in her strategy in terms of making sure she herself, Rhea, not anybody else, but herself was protected. When she needed to win immunities, or when she was definitely going to be the target, she won immunities. When she was not going to be a target, she didn't give a shit. She didn't care about winning because she didn't need to. And that's how you make a powerful strategic stamp on the game. You show that you don't need to have any kind of power to be in control. And then when you lose that control, you regain it by getting power in the form of immunity.
Right.
So for me, Rhea just ultimately dominated this game. And there's a reason why Gret was never going to try to idle out Rhea. Because Rhea is what? That bitch.
Nice.
Period.
we
Oh
go.
my gosh. Mm-hmm.
There we
Excellent way to end.
Finished. It's Jover.
Oh my
It's
god.
over.
No way, is this the end?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah.
This is our
Oh my
conclusion.
god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my
After
Is this where we get sappy? It's time?
Yes, this
It's
is where we
sappy
get sappy
time.
on.
Abby. No.
What song are we playing for this?
Right.
what OST is gonna take us out?
True.
The song they played at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine, the Green Day song. Best Day of Our Lives, I think it's called.
Oh, true. Yes.
So thank you everyone for watching episode 21 of the podcast, the very final episode. I don't know if there'll be a season 2. If there will be, it'll most likely have a different roster, sadly. I think a lot of us are moving on. But no, it's been a pleasure to be here with you guys weekly or bi-weekly for these last 9 months. It's honestly something to look forward to, not just the episodes, but also hanging out with my friends. What about y'all?
Yeah.
Aww.
Same here.
I would have to. Well, first I gotta continue what I was saying earlier, and thank Miranda for being just a lovely, I guess, just a very nice, positive, refreshing sort of face in the community. I really appreciate it. You are an amazing friend. You're an amazing, talented singer and writer. Well, you probably are an amazing, talented writer. I just haven't seen your work yet. But you're an amazing, talented singer. You're great at editing. You're great at just content in general. And yeah, I was gonna say I fully agree with Jen on that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. You guys are so sweet. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You represent what I loved coming into this community, especially around DC2.
Yeah. Shout out to Tam for being that
it,
figure.
it made me.
Yay.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. I couldn't have done it without the rank downs and stuff and the crazy illusion.
So we're gonna start the sappiness by making Miranda cry. That way, we got the first person to cry, then we can all cry.
I know, right?
I was already getting sappy in the very beginning. I was texting Jenny throughout the whole time, being
God.
Jenny, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Marks, for joining. Originally, it was just gonna be the 4 of us. We were like, let's get one of the voice actors from All Stars, and we didn't really know them that well, so it was like, okay, whoever this is, we're gonna befriend them along the way. And I'm glad to say that Marks, you were that person.
I'm really trying to not get sappy right now. But so I live with a bunch of people who I met from reality TV, and we talk about Disventure Camp, but it's largely in the form of arguments because we're all hyper competitive. I've been on the Twitter feeds, and everybody's always arguing and trying to be better than each other on the Twitter feed.
Right.
And so this was really my Disventure Camp outlet, to have a place where all conversations were so peaceful, supportive, lighthearted. And I'm just so grateful for all of you guys for being even when we had disagreements, it was always fun, and it was never
I hope you know, Marks. I was mostly I always joke whenever any of that happened. Yeah.
And so I'm just really grateful and blessed to have had this space and shared this space with all of you. And every single guest that has been on this dispatch has been nothing but a joy and a pleasure, and has contributed to the positive, loving atmosphere and community that is Disventure Camp. And so thank you to everybody, guests, everybody who has been on this podcast, and everybody who has helped make this dispatch possible, and all the viewers, everybody, if you know, you fucking know. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Aww.
We'll get you one day, Jace Hansen. We'll get you one day.
One day. One day. Oh
my god. But yeah, I didn't get to say my favorite part of the podcast. I think my favorite part of the podcast was y'all. And also meeting a lot of new faces, including the guests. But it was mainly the hosts and everyone here now, and just everyone. Just I don't know. I like meeting people. I like saying hi to people. And I truly, in my opinion, I truly believe Disventure Camp has one of the best communities I've ever seen. I mean, I do have my issues, but who doesn't? And overall, I think it's just I think it's a bright face in terms of, a lot of communities I've experienced, and you guys are a big contributor to that. So thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you, Jenny, for being the butt of all our jokes.
Always take one for the team.
Me, Tam, and Imer will
I just want to make it clear That's probably not gonna end because I'm gonna be. On
that's never gonna end. That's never gonna end. Like,
Me, Tam, and Imer were always close in the DC2 days. And I remember when I first saw you being all positive in the chat, I was like, I want to get this guy one day, and we did eventually get the guy. I like it's weird to think about now, but when I messaged you for the podcast, that was like the first time we ever talked. Like I didn't really know you back then.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's definitely one of the few. I mean, like there were like a little conversations here and there in like the DC chat and Silly Billy chat, but like nothing like until like this, you know. And I'm very happy you reached out. I'm really like super duper happy you did because this was awesome.
And Imer, the boy, his voice came out through the podcast. He
Yes, that's
true.
For a very long time.
That was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I know he did it like once before, so a lot of people were like, "Okay, yeah, this is natural." That was my first time hearing Emer's voice.
No, Sam, we knew him for a year. We knew him for a year.
Yeah.
Heard his voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. Yeah,
now he can't stop
you're
talking.
Friendly.
What have we done now?
Imer, are you finally going to start?
We
Are you going to do YouTube videos now?
Yeah, you're going to make your YouTube videos
Yeah.
now?
I'm writing a script. I've been like having my load of stuff, but yeah.
God bless your heart, Imer.
So yeah. Oh God. Doing this podcast, like I literally was like minutes before, like we're gonna start. I'm like, I do this. Can I go on talk to these people I never really talked to on a call? Because I was a total mess. Like, look at my audio back then, kind of shitty. But it was really interesting because I feel like the confidence Dispatch gave me because I would never go online. Like, usually IRL only, never online. So when I did this, I was like, wait, so much you can do with the platform of your voice that I decided to like go on voice calls with people, like make stronger bonds because of it. Like I never would have thought me just by watching a show, no talent at all, like be on here getting to talk about something as passionate as this, because like felt so surreal at the time, and it still does to this day. Like I'm here now. I have to like say, despite all my chaos, I always like come in here, always having a great time. It's always full of love. I don't have any grievances towards anyone. All the guests are amazing. They come on and bring everything, their energy, and I'm just so glad that we had a platform we can all talk to each other, because I noticed during DC1 a lot of a drought happened in communication. I was like, damn. But then doing this is like, it's kind of a good time for part of our week, so we can just talk for each other for once. So I'm just very happy to be here, getting to do this for 21 episodes, maybe more if we call the bonuses. And this is just a great fun ride that I'm sad it's ending, but at the same time, I'm just glad we had this opportunity to do this.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Aww.
And I want to one thing. Sorry, I really want to. One thing is we need to really appreciate what Jpeg has been able to pull here with the Disventure Camp Dispatch, and I think Jpeg is someone that I think doesn't get a ton of credit for a lot of the hard work that he puts in. Like, and the thing I saw, like, sorry, Marx is crying. But Jpeg interacts with a lot of fans. I remember in DC2, especially with people who disagree with the concepts that are being written. And I never really did that because I'm someone who reserve myself. And Jpeg like puts himself out there. He's unapologetic about, you know, people disagreeing with what he says. And I really admire that trait. It's something I'm working on, and I appreciate all the support he's given me and everyone around him. So it's worth saying.
Oh yeah.
Hey, JPEG.
No, yeah.
We love you.
When I was hyping up the
Awesome.
later parts of DC, it was always like, you know, trust Michael. Like he knows what he's doing. You know, he went to school for writing.
Right.
Yes. Continue to trust Michael.
Yeah, and I mean,
Because
I think the
every
finale
day.
proved it. I think people look back and be like, you know what, Michael was cooking. He got a lot of hate early on, but I think he was cooking.
Exactly.
Oh no! First, like I don't know. Like DC All Stars was just really good all around, in my opinion. Yeah, I think you should deserve all the love you deserve. Yeah, for that.
100%.
And Jared and Robert.
Yeah, shout out to Jared and Robert for giving us a home.
Yes,
So,
Robert.
Yes.
they They are the kindest
It's like-
bosses ever. They're the kindest bosses ever.
They are.
Yeah.
Legit.
Like when I voluntarily
Never talked
decided
to
to take a break from proofreading, and like Jared gave like the longest, nicest speech ever. I was like, you did not need to write this whole shit.
Oh.
He was picking apart like all the ways I improved tests, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, I didn't think he would do that. I was
Oh,
like,
that's
Dang.
yeah. I remember you told me you were
That's
like, I did not
so
expect
sweet.
this.
changed my profile
That's
pic
super
to
duper
sunglasses test for a bit of nostalgia. But
Yeah. If I may chime in with the sap,
Yes.
this podcast really has left such an impact on me as a viewer and a fan, and meeting all of you was the best thing I got out of Disventure Camp, and I say that all the time. I know it's repetitive, but like I genuinely mean it. And like I consider
Now
some-
I am actually going to cry.
I
Now
know.
I
I consider
Aw.
you guys some of my best friends, and I just have so much love in my heart for all of you, and I'm so proud of how far you guys have come as like creators and just writers and voice actors, and I'm just so proud of what y'all have done, and I really just hope that this isn't the end of us as friends and
Oh
as
no,
comrades and
absolutely
like
not.
No.
I
No,
swear, like the
no.
week building up to this podcast, I was just like, oh my god, like it's ending. Oh my god, I can't do this. Like emotionally, I can't do this. Like to not see y'all's faces ever again, like
Mhm.
that's gonna break my heart. Like, but I'm so proud of all of you, and I definitely think you guys deserve more recognition than what you have already gotten. You guys are all wonderful, and if I could hug you all, I would, because I love you guys so much.
Oh.
I hope you know
We
I
love
did
you
shed
too.
multiple tears. It happened.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Like,
just
Aw.
most decidedly, Miranda, this is not going to be the end of our friendship in any freaking way. You are awesome. Please talk to me whenever. Hell, we're doing a cover again together, so
I know we're doing that. Yeah. Oh, spoilers. Yes, me and Jenny are.
Oh shit.
we won't say what song it is, but it
Yeah.
is happening
Yeah,
again. So
we won't say,
yeah.
but
So-
yeah.
Oh.
special shout outs to Paulette RFF, Paul RF, Scott Phantasm, JMO and Wright, Weister, bunch of numbers, Aubrey, oh crap, what's her last name? Lima,
Lima.
Lima.
Rachel,
Lima.
I'm just not gonna say the last names. Rachel, Kat, Crit Cat, Chris Dolly, Turguys, Derek Jackman, Kenkoi, Scott, Mark's roommate, Broske, WG Broske, Michael Kim, Vanessa, Josh, Rytix, Pinky, Stevie, Miranda, Joy, and once again, Michael and Miranda. So shout out to all of you guys for joining us, and also Jace Hansen, even though he never got an episode. We'll get one day.
One day.
yeah.
One day.
Don't forget
Aw.
Elton, too. Shout out
The
to all you guys.
reunion episode.
Hell yeah.
15 years from now, you guys will do.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Aw.
21 guests. A lot of people have been on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
that's crazy.
I'm happy they all came
People
on.
I never met.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the real.
Yeah, if anything DC4, I'm gonna miss these the most. DC4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
me too.
So
God.
this is
Oof.
it for Marks,
This
Imer
is it.
Gaming, Genesis Greenwood, Insert.jpg, and Temia Dark. We'll go full name for everyone. Everyone got their full names.
Oh my god. Full thing.
And
It's so weird hearing Genesis Greenwood come out of Jpeg's mouth. But anyway, yeah.
we're all gonna go to the big Denny's in the sky.
Yo.
Oh my god.
I wasn't prepared for that.
You guys should
Oh.
plan like a trip to meet in person and do like a trip or
It's
something.
gonna be a bit hard for me.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And then go to Denny's.
Go to Denny's.
Go to Denny's.
That
That sounds freaking awesome.
Just meet up at a
Like,
place
I
that
genuinely
doesn't
have
have a
no qualms
Denny's.
about
But
that.
yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
watching, everyone. Thanks for
Thank
watching.
you guys.
Bye.
Thank
See
you
y'all.
all for your support.
Bye,
I love all the support
everyone.
you've given. Bye.
At least the queen.
Slightly salty.
Super.
Shit, this Denny's
Slightly
sucks.
spicy abs. What else is on the menu?
Spicy abs.
Shrooms. Mushrooms on the side.
Now,